today I'm going to be building a graveyard with the help of my the patrons of the chat here, because I've been thinking quite a lot recently, you know, about the simple concept that the most viewed streamers, the most donated to streamers, the most tipped streamers are the ones that often have the largest followings and the largest cash reserves already. The big streamers have admitted their financial position in this sense, and it means that when you tip a very large streamer, you are effectively saying, I would like to add to the pile that you will have and inevitably have until the day you die. And so, you know, this is fine. I don't think some people stress about this by itself. I think it's totally okay, but it does raise the interesting question, which is to say, rather than you tipping me money so that I can take it all the way to my grave, why don't you instead tip me money and I can take it all the way to your grave? Because if you tip $10 or whatever, if you tip $10 US or an equivalent, then I will build you a grave in my graveyard. There is this perfect spot right here that I've been saving specifically for it, and as you can see, it is currently just a few forest trees. There's not even a real pathway through here. I built this recently, but today I'm going to be building a proper graveyard around here. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be my opportunity to chop down some 14-year-old trees, you know, in Minecraft terms. That's incredibly old, and it's also going to be my opportunity to finally come in and have a graveyard. Every time I see one in someone else's world, I'll be honest, I get a little jealous. So I can fix that jealousy today, but let's get started, because something I've got to say is that I do think that when you do a stream like this, where if you tip, I'll do X and then I'll do Y, Yay! I do have to say, first of all, thank you very much, Cat Beanie, for saying bury me. So here is where things get interesting, right? I can start building this graveyard, which, by the way, every graveyard I've ever seen uses iron bars, but since copper bars came to the game, I'm going to try with these. So this is going to be a lot of fun to me. But one of the interesting things that I kind of am going to be coming into is being able to build something both with the obvious benefit of, wow, everyone loves money, right? But also of the fun benefit of knowing that, like, this will have a little special place for all of those people in this world. So, okay, I've got way too many inventory spots for what I currently have. So I'm going to drop down this to be my temporary inventory hidey hole. I'm going to have too many items that will just exist in here, and then that will allow me to build my first grave of the day. I'm excited. It's for Kat, who has been a member for 83 months now, which is insane. Oh, look, it's a creeper hole. Kat, would you like to... I mean, it makes sense that you would be near the creeper hole because you'd have scared the creeper away to make the creeper hole, right? So what we'll do is I'll drop my crafting table down here, and then I'll craft my very first sign of the day, because the rules are $10 and I'll kill you. And so I think that this block represents Cat for now. Obviously, my intention is to have graves in here, if you're curious. But for now, before we have a grave, this is Here Lies in Cat Beanie, the very first person who has been killed for money. It does make me sound a bit like a hitman. You know, especially if I add in the whole, like, big streamers, 99% of the viewers are going to 1% of the streams. I will end this inequality. Also, look at that shadow, chat. Look at that shadow. It's the perfect time of day for it. My God, is it beautiful. You can see my tail even rendering separate to the rest of me. It's just beautiful, I've got to be able to say. So for $10, you can hire the world's cheapest hitman. And let me tell you, you will be able to tell that you've hired the world's cheapest hitman. But speaking of the world's cheapest hitman, thank you, Polly. Whoa!
Skull emoji. Skull and crossbones emoji.
Okay.
Skull emoji. Skull and crossbones emoji. Skull emoji. Skull and crossbones emoji. Skull emoji. Skull.
I'm gonna see if I can put a skull emoji in my game here.
Skull emoji.
By the way, I should like shovel this block.
Skull
and
emoji.
Oh, I can't shovel it. I should shovel
skull emoji.
These blocks.
Emoji.
And then like put a staircase on there. Looks beautiful.
Skull emoji.
Oh no, so many emojis. Thank you so much, Polly E. That is incredibly generous. My God. First of all, whoa, tombstone tips, as Dasher puts it. Okay, so let me just start once I've built this pillar here. By the way, I had this idea, let me know what you think, of because we're using copper to theme the graveyard like orange, and then like put these around. Is that a good idea? I don't know, I just have them. Anyway, so let's now build the, you know, there's a little part of me that says, Equality would be if I built the exact same grave again, right? And there's a little part of me that says, well, that's not fairness. You know, fairness and equality technically start to hit each other at some right angles. And so what we should do is build, I think, a classic gravestone, right? So if we go from the back here, we'll build that, and then we'll do that, and then we'll build on the side here, just like this. But then that makes me realize that actually this should be like this. No, it should be like this. And then you place another one like that. That is the ideal gravestone. Although on this side, it's a little bit wonky. I kind of like it. It looks like a human being. It looks, you know, it's like an angel, but we built it in Minecraft. I think if you're building like a gravestone, it has to be one of these. And so, Polly E, here lays Polly E. So that, now we already got a, oh wait. You know, this isn't good enough. We can't be separating the first and second name here. So thank you very much, Polly E. This is the name you have used in chat, and so we will be using that unless specifically clarified. Our graveyard is coming together now, huh? Although this is like off to the side. The path is like going off left. So maybe that's where we should start. Like, if all our graves are over there, that could cause some problems. Really, we need to work out the bounds of where our gravesite's going to be. By the way, we got a tip that was... first of all, R.I.P. If you're curious as to... So, first of all, Jake, you are going to get yourself a gravestone. Or Jake Dodge, even. Jake, I'm going to put you... I think we can go with this as spacing, like 3 between. Jake, I'm going to give you a lowly, no one has paid for your stone yet, Jake Dodge. And then maybe I'll build a Dodge next to it. Or we could try and build like a simpler gravestone there too, right? Just like... put a single block of cobblestone down and be like, yeah, this was all the family could afford, okay? Sometimes that's enough. No, definitely not the copper on top. Also, I'm going to need to get a bed if we're going to be here for a while. Also, Arclight, if you're curious as to how we know when $10 is hit, chat, the Streamlabs will do a conversion of your currency, and then when it hits what was $10 US when I set it up, which it'd be about like 980 or something now, then that is when you'll know for sure. See, I want to build this out, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, once I caught a fish alive, and then obviously 6, 7, 8 again. I've got to let him go again. Did you know the landscape painting in your cave house meant to resemble the outside? You could put glowstone behind it so it's bright and looks more convincing. Whoa, that's a good idea, Malmorius. By the way, thank you very much for tipping and for giving me a tip. That's the real meaning of a tip, if you ask me. So I only made 3 signs because I'm an idiot. Clearly, I'm going to need more, at least 2 more. So let's make just like a whole stack of signs, shall we? 15 signs all at once. Hopefully we... Oh my god, okay. So I'm going to have to make a lot of grave sites.
Skull emoji, me in a Minecraft world.
Okay, so I really should have worked out how many graves I could fit here first. I put a lot of thought into how I was going to do this. I looked at graveyards out there. I got inspiration. Oh my god. Okay, so now I have to...
Hi, Toy Cat. You are one of the first YouTubers I found when getting into Minecraft.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have a grave. Please make it look good.
Whoa! I got a high quality... I got a quality commission right there, chat. I was told, don't be skimping on this. I know what your builds are like. Don't you be doing one of them for me. And you know what? You better believe that I might just do that anyway. So I'm going to clear out my inventory by putting my lightning rod down. I just have some of those lying around and they're messing me up. And then I'm going to go find my nearest bed and maybe bring it over here. Or maybe I'll just... I fought through as far as the first day is concerned, and now I owe quite a few gravestones. Chat, if you have tipped $10, I will kill you. That currently means Arclight. That currently means Hacker MC. Hacker1MC. That currently means Y-Star. And also it means Malmorius. Man, I am 4 graves behind. $10 is cheaper than a trip to Switzerland. Exactly. Ezra Morgan, thank you for being my hype man and or salesman. So we're going to go make a bed and then bring it back with us. Easy peasy. If you do... yeah, the rules of the stream are simple. Every time I do one of these, it's like once a year I do a pay-to-win stream. It's a naked cash grab. In this case, I figured the fun thing to be would be if I like put it... What would be like the easiest way to clarify?
Can I request for mine to say Joyits 509, please?
Yeah, you can. Sure. You can request anything. I don't want to be mean and be like, but I'm not going to necessarily do it. Okay, Ale, you can totally have that. I really think that putting some glowstone in there is a good idea now, but obviously I'm not going to do it right now. Obviously, I'm going to sit on that idea and I'm going to think about it till later. At Toycat, bring it. Toycat the assassin, unaliving folks left and right. That is right. Oh god. Okay, so we'll put that down. And what blocks am I missing? I need a color for this bed, because if you sleep in a white bed, you might as well be dead. So I'm thinking we'll go for like aged copper as the color. So like light blue. Thankfully, I keep all of my dyes in this wonderful little place, allowing me to make a light blue bed, which I don't think I've ever willingly gone for. Yeah, it looks nothing like the dye. But let's fly right back and let's get killing people, chat. So again, if you just want to see the space from above, this is one of the last like plots, I would say, in my Let's Play World. This will be the permanent full whatever copy. This is one of the last spaces that I've left, you know, unturned. And I kind of just figured like, I've been wanting to build a grave site here for a while, but I've just like been worried about it. I've been like, but how should I do it? How do I make the graves? And I feel like freestyling is how I have the most fun in Minecraft.
Bury me with a salmon if you can.
Okay, I need to catch up on killing people before I can expand this place. So this is, we're clearly going for a nice little row system over here. We'll start here and work it out. Although we should be going left a little bit. There's just a bit of a creeper hole that gets in the way. So 3 blocks to the left would be over here. I'm just going to place a cobblestone block. And this is where we're going to make a grave for someone who didn't request pretty. We're going to go like classic. You know, I've shown that we can go fancy, so now we're going to go specifically not fancy. I can't go for an upside down cross because that will make some amount of people very mad and hate me. So instead what we do is we say that the first person I've missed was Arclight. Arclight 143. Arclight 143 was murdered by me. Oh, it's poetry! Or a haiku. It's not a haiku. I can do a haiku, I bet.
Why did you let IT go? I need to go sleep now, but not before I go to sleep permanently in the Let's Play. Also, Creo card arrived. D.
Yeah! My Creo card arrived! Well, it's not mine. It's a Creo card arrived for me. It's fun. It's crazy. Oh, it says on the back. CE... Anyway, so, okay, with that said, this is Arclight, and there are about a half dozen people I owe a murdering to now. So, Malmorius, you're next. I feel like it'd be kind of cool, actually, if we, like, chopped down this tree and, like, reshaped it. So we'll obviously just let this one die, and we'll let most of the leaves go here. But what if we turned the tree into a gravestone? You know, hear me out here. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? So we'll take a block and put it over here, because obviously we're going to need that. I'll take this and drop it in the hole. And then I'm thinking, yeah, we could, like, strip the wood, maybe, on the sides here. On all the sides. Like this. That's something, right? That looks like a... Wait. We're way off to the left. We could slightly left align, and that way you'd be able to, like, walk through. Yeah, every gravesite will go left and right, so you can wiggle your way through. This one is to... The build trick giver himself, Malmorius. Malmorius was glorious. Brackets. Probably. Maybe they eat children. You can't finish the brackets, so we'll just leave that up probably. So Malmorius, you are permanently killed. Isn't this nice? Killing people you love. Honestly, I see how people get into this.
Fits the aesthetic. Can't wait to see my grave. Make it terrible.
Thank you so much, John of the Dad. John of the Dead. Did it used to be John of the Dad, or have I genuinely just, you know, beautiful, love it. I am definitely, you know, John. How do I make John in? I shouldn't be overthinking this, but I really am. I'm like, I kind of want to do the craziest grave. You know, let's do some more standard graves. I feel like I want to do like poly-ease, but less fancy, you know? I want to do like someone didn't buy the premium plus package, they just bought the premium package. That's how I square that circle about equality here. So I build myself a cobblestone slab, and I make this exact same grave, but 1 block to the left, and then specifically like wonky, like it's fallen down the tiniest bit. So there. This looks like a transformer.
Can you make one for Comrade Clyde?
Whoa!
Username.
Thank you very much, and you bet I... can do that. You better believe I can. Okay, so Hacker1MC, I'm gonna kill you. Hacker1, you know, Hacker21. Hacker1MC died doing what he loved. You know, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Hacker1MC, you probably will die doing what you love. You know, actually, I'll leave it at died doing. Died doing. And then it's going to look like you know, your grave has been like defaced over time. Like it's slowly, you know, actually, that's a better way to do it. Let's write died doing what he loved, but then just delete random words and replace them with dots. Doing what he, yeah, there we go. This is beautiful. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can see what it says, but it looks like someone has stopped caring over the time. I'm being very mean by accident here, Hacker1MC. This is just where the inspiration is taking me, okay? Okay, so yeah, Jake Dodge, I will upgrade your gravestone now. No, actually, sorry. I will downgrade your gravestone now. Apologies. And are you keeping track of all the tips? I am, very poorly. So now, Y-Star, you're one of the first YouTubers I found when getting into Minecraft. I'm so excited. I should be better at doing this, like, fully live, but you better believe I never will be. Okay, now we'll build a proper one next to Hacker1MC's. So I think we just start this from the back. We place these off to the side. And then, yeah, that looks like something. And then we just place a little cobblestone slab on top. And then it's like a better version. It's a less wonky version. And this is for Y-Star. Also, Y-Star says, they're one of the first YouTubers I found when getting into Minecraft. So excited to have a grave. Make it look cool. Whoa, okay. Y-Star was a critic. Was never happy with... Until now. There we go. A little backhanded message to go of the real one. And then we're going to start building another row back now. Because we're going to need at least 3 rows of gravestones, right? And then this one comes back to the main one. So we'll have another normal looking statue here. This is easy peasy. You can exist and love this, I'm sure. Obviously, I'm going to now fix this to make it look proper. And then, as much as I love these, so I will have at least another one of these, because I think that's required. We're going to have some aesthetic we're vaguely trying to keep to. So just one of those. Do the same again. I do also want to make sure we have some variety in here. It can't just be all the same. Also, I think there's an argument that we should put down like a little buried spot in front of each of these. So you could like see where the person is. It's a little bit dark, twat, if you ask me, though. Also, Cat has, I think, the most unique so far. No, the most unique has to go to Malmorius, who was glorious. You have a name that rhymes, and you'll get me excited. Make it even worse, says Jake Dodge 7, by the way. You better believe. Now, that's a request that I can get down with. So what we'll do is we'll just place a lever here. This is your gravesite. No, that looks too much like it's an on-purpose lever. Has to be, there you go.
How much for a mausoleum that eerily resembles a desert well?
Whoa, there's an interesting question, Billow. Can we kill the desert well is a real question. Well, I couldn't kill it very well, that's for sure. Okay, so chat, I need to work out the size of this, and then I'm going to catch up. So right now, I am a grand total of 8 minutes behind on my... No, we can catch up. I refuse to be behind on a task as important on this one. Also, flower, please. I can do that for you, Mr. Jake Dodge. A nice orange flower to go in front of your lever. There you go. Jake, and then we'll have like your actual gravesite be like down there somewhere. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. That's art. Actually, I think the lever should be in there as well. I think the lever should be confusingly in the hole. No, people are going to assume it does something. People are going to assume the lever does something there. This lever does as much as he ever did. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Absolute slander for Jake Dodge right now. So I'm thinking if we do expand this way just a little bit, if we just get the bare bones bit done right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will go here. If we do expand, I don't think that's right. That doesn't look like 5. No, it's not. So this would be 5. That means that at least we'd be over here. Although realistically, we could maybe do like 1 more. 4, 5. That would leave us with a wall that goes over here, which is perfectly palatable. Yeah, you could conceivably go all the way out to here. So just imagine that there are andesite blocks representing wall posts. There's a lot of space to the right here, so I think we're gonna have to fill that in to fit all of the graves because everyone wants to be killed today. Don't you? I literally said this money will stay with me till I die. You are burning money right now. This is. I was thinking like, oh, I should make it a funny thing, like put it in my retirement account or something. They're called pensions in the UK. But like I was thinking like that'd be a funny thing, and I was like, no, because then I'd get it out at age 57. There'd be tax benefits. I need to clarify like this money will go with me to my grave. The money that your graves, it's all gonna happen. They're already dead. Stop punching toy cat. Okay, so now we're gonna get to Ale 509. Okay, so Ale, I'm gonna go fancy for yours. Look at that. Look how fancy this is, Ale. Oh, it's slightly off. We could fix that probably. So this will go over there. No, I hate this. I hate everything about this. Let's bring this in. Just there has to be some grave that is just 2 blocks like this over a floating void. This has to happen, and so I'm thinking Ale 509, who has politely asked for their sign to say yo tits. I can't write yo tits on a sign, dude. Yo tits 509. I definitely can't write that. You're gonna have to explain to me how that's not rude. Oh, although with censoring, it's fine. It works apparently. I also didn't build a grave here apparently. So this one is for very spooky. Bury me with a salmon. Oh, Captain River, you would love this grave here. No, Captain River, you need to go behind this one. So Captain River, I'll bury you with a salmon if you like. Here is my bed where I dream. I do want to get round to the mausoleum question, by the way. Chat, how much should a mausoleum cost? Chat, should there be mausoleums? If there is, should Poly-E have a mausoleum? Really, I feel like Poly-E's got a nice one here. But could it be nicer? Should this be more mausoleo? Anyway, no, it's Yo-Yits. Oh, it's Yo-Yits. Oh, it is. It's not. Okay. Chat. This is why.
2019, I started watching you. Still amazing to this day.
Thank you so much, Lush Toaster. I am amazed. Okay, Lush Toaster, I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna let you skip the queue because because I like the chaoticness of like. You ever go to like a fast food restaurant and they're doing the orders in order, and so someone is like, you have to wait so long even though you want fries? Once that happened to a friend of mine, and so I figure, let's avoid that. Let's just get you here, because you're in. Lush Toaster, you got to skip the queue. How does that make you feel? Okay, so, the Yits, we got sorted. Captain River, you are going in the river. I'll use some birch planks. I could use some oak planks, actually. So, if we get this correct, this should go, like, over here. And so, yeah, we'll put the Captain Salmon over here. Captain Salmon died as he lived. Underwater. Underwater, screaming. There we go. Anyway, thank you so much, by the way. I saw some gifted members earlier. Well, actually, did I see gifted members earlier? Did I imagine them? I feel like I'm gonna have to scroll up in chat. I feel like I saw some gifted members from Myra. Thank you very much for it, by the way. And then also thank you very much to Man Warriors. Right now is a really good time to be gifted a membership. I don't think there's ever, well, I mean, obviously, there's never been as much member content available. And so, while these are all on screen, it's allowing me to catch up too, which is perfect. So we're gonna have to have, I think in front of this right here, because the grave does start over here technically. We're gonna have like some nice simple graves. They're gonna be at the front though, which is gonna be kind of cool. So here we're gonna put ICM. Okay, ICM has given me a challenge. How do I even try this one? IFIM LTHM 6LL. Is this your password or your username, dude? Mid Bialf. That's. Do you really want that on a sign? Do you actually? Is this the keys to your crypto? Like, tell me what the scoop is. That was 13 minutes ago. So now we've gotten to 11 minutes ago with John of the Dead. Beautiful username. So John of the Dead is going to go right here. I think near Cat Beanie is right. John of the Dead. Brackets, not dad. I mean, that's a little ominous, actually. Brackets, couldn't even spell John right. Ah, no, I have to do that higher up. Yes, really, he spells John that way. Okay, there we go. I think that's perfect. John of the Dead, you got a nice simple. You got the grave minus plan. I think it should be. I've put it on the wall here. I think it should be sitting up, but I'm just going to choose to ignore that fact. And then there's going to be another one over here, which I'm not going to do anything with yet. I'll just leave that there. And then we'll put another one over here. There is going to have to be some, like, heightiness in this graveyard, but I haven't properly considered or thought about that yet. So for now, we've got some graves. Next up, we've got Comrade Clyde. Whoa! Throwback to the past here. Comrade Clyde. Comrade Clyde. As equal in death as he wasn't in life. There you go. That's a nice little eulogy for you. I kind of like the idea if we could go around, like, put some colors on these signs if we wanted to. Jake Dodge asked for a flower, which we did. Ale509 asked for some wool, which is tricky to do. I will make no commitments to that. Although he said wool, and Ale509 was yoyets. So I'll just build him a wool. Easy peasy. Here's how you... So how do we build a wool? Like that. There you go, yoyets. You've got a very tall grave now. I hope I got the right person there. CLXB says, name Boxy Blue Luck. Can I have a poison potion as a tribute as to the luck potion from console? Oh, that is a tricky ask. That chat. Yeah, let's do it. No, let's not do it. You know what? Let's consider it. Let's put in the corner here. I'll put like a chisel block. And then I'll be like, was lucky. Oh, Boxy Blue Luck. Yeah. You know what? So we're going to extend the graves one over to the right, which means as well as this 3-block gap, it's going to be a 3-block gap here. And Boxy Blue Luck. Right now, you're just going to be on some chiseled stone. Later, this will be a cauldron. So that means I'll place it in front of the cauldron. Like this. Yeah. Boxy Blue Luck. Love the name. Brackets. That's a luck potion, I swear. And then later we just need to come round with a poison potion. Chat, we are only running 7 minutes behind. Oh no, we nailed it. We're up to date. I've never been up to date. I am chat. I am killing it today. Let me speak my gibberish, goddammit. Is anyone getting auto-translate feature in chat? It's distracting. I want to know how accurate is it. Whenever I read, there's a surprising amount of Minecraft Twitter that's in Japanese and Spanish. And so I get it auto-translated because my Japanese and Spanish are not good enough for me to read. Don't know if you could guess that about me, but it's true, amazingly. Okay, so chat, now we can start to actually build our graveyard. And even better than that, I've actually got like a spare sign or two so people can't get me off guard. And so then we'll get the cauldron next time we go back. And then we should be sorted. A grave for the rabbit of Carabanog. So I'm thinking we could put like a sign on this too. Graveyard. Oh, I should put like a birch sign actually. Yeah, I don't think I want to label it itself. I think I'll put like my usual birch sign like over here. And then I also think I might want to change this pathway later. But for now, I'll take some birch planks and I'll lose them on the ground. But for now, I'll take some birch planks and just fill in this gap. So it looks more like continuity. So yeah, if you're curious, this is my main road that goes across the world, and this is the kind of view as we come in. I want it to be like forested on the outside, but like really clearly the moment we get on the inside, I want that forest to be done. So even here, there shouldn't be trees that are like touching my fence. Ideally, yeah, I think we'll just get rid of the tree. Let's just remove that entirely. Streamlabs only, or are YouTube donos okay? You know what? YouTube donos are more than okay. I'll tell you that much, okay? I'll give you the advice that I used to have a little bit of a like, why would you not do it in the way that is the best for the... But like, you know, I think there are so many things in life where you realize like convenience is such a huge factor in how people make so many decisions. And it's kind of understandable when you've been in an inconvenient place and just want it to be over. I asked earlier for a word change on mine, please. Thank you, Polly E. What did you ask for? Check Discord. Okay. I will check Discord, Ad Sony. It must be incredibly important. Okie dokie. We have
Can my sign say Rooster Fight lost?
AL509 died in a house fire. Wool. Oh, Wool is... Okay, thank you. There's a... Billow resemble desert well. Oh, Billow asked if theirs could resemble a desert well. Oh, no, Billow asked how much to have a mausoleum that resembled a desert well. So I can finally get around to your question.
Turn from the dead. I'd come unsure how to word that one. Embarrassed smiley face emoji. Smiley face emoji. So,
first of all, Haunted Zombie, I did see, but if you haven't heard chat, you may know Haunted Zombie. He's a regular around here. What you went through sounded incredibly hard. Congratulations on making out the other side. I don't want to like say it here without you saying it, but like, congrats. You really are a zombie in that way. And you know what a zombie should have? A zombie grave. Okay, how do you build a zombie? If this is an angel, what would make this more zombie-like? It would be taller and have 2 legs. So, this is my best attempt at a zombie grave, chat. Oh no, it's gone a bit Transformers. So we have to make the legs smaller for sure. So we'll just make it 2 wide instead of... Or you could still go 1 wide and then just have it come out for arms. But the arms will come out higher than usual. So yeah, I'm checking your messages, Polly. I'm very excited to see. Can't wait to see my grave in an update. Yeah, there's going to be an update relatively soon, I guess. We used to do them every time there was a yearly update. But obviously now it's like... I think the last one we did was somewhere between the Pale Gardens and now. So is that a zombie, chat? It's closer to a zombie, but it's still not there, right? So I say we take some slabs. And then I think we need to... I mean, ideally we'd have like a vertical slab there, but I think that's a zombie, right? So Haunted Zombie. Haunted Zombie. Thank you very much, Cat. I'm happy for it to be here, absolutely. I really am too. I'm amazed and always happy. Mossy Cobble. Oh, Mossy Cobble. Yeah, that's... It's so obvious as soon as you say it. It was not at all obvious. And then the moment you bring it up, it's like, well, okay, of course. Of course. So, speaking of course, I'm going to place Jan Crafts, who has been very, very, very gracious and has tipped... Oh, sorry. It's Jan Crafts without the A. And they want an orange flower as well. But they did... that was not a cheeky request. They tipped double the amount. And so, you know, here's your orange flower. I'm going to get rid of all of these yellow flowers, by the way. These aren't meant to be here. They're just what was here. I don't like yellow flowers. Or, you know, I'm not going to dignify them with a name. If you don't like something, you don't have to refer to it. I mean, it's a bit weird not to. But there's no one stopping me. And so, let's not. Use slabs on the top block and then have them extend forwards like zombie arms. Oh, yeah, zombies have the... Yeah, that's how you do it. So you just like... Yeah, that. He's doing only a 1-arm salute, but it's fine. As long as it's not the right arm. It's the left arm, he's not racist. Sorted. Yellow flowers are the new gravel. Man, Gravel is still kind of ugly. Like, I feel like they stuck to its design identity, just not as hateable as before. But man, let me tell you, just dandelions aren't very nice. I said it. I shouldn't have said it. I've dignified their existence with mine. But yeah, a graveyard, but the gravedigger is very passive aggressive. I mean, I'm a little passive aggressive. Who's to say for sure? But yeah, I'm really liking our graveyard so far, chat. And I do think that we've got a pathway going to the left, but I guess that would be how you'd, like, go through it. Oh, I guess really the pathway should go
Is 20 pounds
round.
worth a bamboo sign with my name? Glad to catch the stream. I learned about it from today's video. Thanks for burying me in Minecraft.
Whoa, today's video?
Emoji. Party face emoji.
Yes, the
party
Tuesday's video.
Emoji. Party popper emoji.
Okay, chat. So every request I get, I will take and I will consider. And for the benefit, okay, so Polly E, by the way, I'm getting your sign. I have not seen your message though. Polymush. I asked for a word change online. There we go. Here it is. Here it is. Polymush died as she lived in immense pain. Okay. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Polly. I will. Polymush died as she lived. You know, I'll write it. You know, I'll do it. In immense pain. Okay, but then just for like centering, I think that's nice. Like it does like that. Whereas if we put it there, it goes like that. No, you know, we don't want hourglass signs. We want Christmas trees or pear-shaped, right? That's what you call that. Yeah, I love when things go pear-shaped. Let me tell you about it. So now we can afford to consolidate some inventory. Now we can afford to just place our... Every one of my builds needs this like weird chest where all the random garbage just gets dropped into. Offense intended to my dandelions there. But then also we're going to have to place some grass. Easy peasy. Looks great. Yeah, it looks good enough. And now I'm going to go grab a few more oak signs, but also a bamboo sign. I do think, and to answer the question from earlier, how much for a desert well themed mausoleum? You know, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those you have to press, make me feel awkward, and then maybe I do it, maybe I don't. Yeah. So did Billow get theirs? Billow does not have a sign yet. They asked, but they should get one actually. Yeah. Getting hit with free and skippable ads is not on my bingo card. Honestly, I think I am starting to get to the theory that YouTube is increasing the ads not because it is a better source of revenue, but because you might become a YouTube Premium member. Because I can tell you as a creator, like, the amount that we get paid isn't going up, you know, as much as it is, you know, with triple the ads, it should be like, yeah, I'm making it rain. But I can tell you that isn't happening. Maybe, I will say, like, things have improved probably better than inflation on YouTube. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But definitely not like triple, you know, 3 times as much payment being offered. So yeah, that makes me think that way. But maybe I'm just unaware of the economics of it all. Entirely possible, I guess. Entirely possible. So let's grab some oak logs. We'll grab 1, 2, 3 more so we can get an even number. No, we need 4 more. No, then we need 5 more. 5 more so we can make a good number of signs. This should cover me. Oh yeah, got an extra stack there. And then we'll grab a cauldron too. It is expensive to leave a cauldron lying around, but I'll do it. Okay, I'll make that. I'll bite that bullet. I'll spend some money on a cauldron. Speaking of spending money...
Hi, Mr. Toy Cat, can you please kill me in Minecraft? Not in real life. I'd like to stay alive in real
Cloud
life.
Fan, I make no promises about what will happen to you in real life.
The name can just be Ghost. Any chance I can get a soul lantern on mine?
You know what? A copper lantern? Or... Yeah, you can't get a soul lantern, but a copper lantern, when you let it go blue, is kind of like a soul lantern. So you're very lucky you got me while I was here. Because otherwise the answer would have been no. But now the answer is, oh, and I have a cauldron here. Could have just used that. Otherwise the answer would have been no. Also, let me get back to the chat. So, Ooh, that answers my question. I can handle ads, but not interrupting live streams. Yeah, like, I also... I think that, like, live stream ads have gotten really aggressive, but YouTube hasn't gotten, like, better at live streams on that end. I don't know, I think all streaming platforms are doing more ads. I guess they have the data that says, like, people don't care. People just watch as much as they did before, with some ads in there. But it does feel like, you know, this is something... The moment we have a full generation that have forgotten what it's like to have, like, TV where it's 6 minutes of ads every 30 minutes. No, wait, that's in the UK. It's 8 minutes. Sometimes 9 if you're in the US, right? Like, the moment people go back... like, the moment we've forgotten about that, I fear we recreate it. Because there is always an argument in favor of, like, increasing the number of ads. I just don't know if it's a good one. Okay, so this next one... This is going out to my good friend, the Soul Lantern Man. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That means this goes here. I have a lantern, which will slowly, with time, look like a soul lantern. It'll take a while. I mean, we could... How do we make it age faster, chat? Anyway, we we have this, which is perfectly set up for our new friend, or our new murder victim, Ghosts 8... Wait, actually, they say just Ghost. So yeah, if you want your name to be different than the name that you give when you tip, then you need to mention that. Just like how CloudFan199 says, can you kill me in Minecraft? Brackets, definitely in Minecraft. I'd like to stay alive in real life. Side note, you get a really good one here, Cloud. You get to be on a tree. Oh yeah. So I'm going to make this one for CloudFan. CloudFan199 underscore 199. Just like that. Also, Polymush, let me know if I got it right. I still like Poly E a bit more. You know, I'll go with Polymush, though. That's a bit Polymush for me, but I can still do it, I think. So, now, that means... I feel like it is getting a little square here. But I kind of want to have, like, a pathway going round this, if you feel me. Like, imagine a path that comes off this one and goes out to the side, round here, and then round here. To, like, get around all the graves easy. But I also think there should be some building, like a graveyard keeper's house, something like that, right? I feel like that needs to exist. So we gotta work on that one. For now, though, let's have... I want to start simple. I don't have an immediate inspiration. So I'm going to build next to the tree here. Or actually, no, we'll build one block further to the right here. This sign is for our new friends, If Media. Also, it seems as though a combination of Streamlabs doing a poo and you misreading sans serif resulting in that abomination of a username. And I'm giggling so hard.
I just gotta say a massive thank you VM to you, Toy Cat and chat. You've certainly helped me maintain a positive attitude throughout my year-long fight with cancer, and watching your streams have always kept me smiling.
I'm so glad that you won the fight, by the way. I feel like usually, you know, the moment someone gets cancer, that's what happens in a show when they want to kill someone off. And so I just had this instinct of like, oh, no, this is
Hi, please
this is
can
the
mine
end.
have colored text? Also, can you see how long I've been subscribed? I don't think there's a way for a viewer to see that stat. Please make my name diarrhea_donkey. Thank you, kitty.
Do I really have to write diarrhea donkey, chat? Also, they're British. I guess it's pounds, so that's how they're British. But I learned that there's no O in diarrhea if you live in the United States. I feel that's one of those facts that doesn't help my life in any meaningful way. But I've got it, so that's nice, I can say. So I'm going to build this one simple, I think, because they've asked for colored text. Diarrhea underscore... You know what's funny? I was like, I don't know how to do colored text. I'm going to have to look up... Oh, that's not right. I'll have to just do diarrhea donkey. Although they want the underscore, so we'll put the underscore in between. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, there's no way like, you have to do that weird sign if you want to do color text. But it's like, oh, no, wait, actually. Really easy to do color text. You just gotta do that. And now it's orange. The underscore looks out of place. It looks like the N has a tilde, or whatever it's called, on it. Certainly an interesting sign. Diarrhea donkey. Died. Now it looks like it's diarrhea. You know, okay, diarrhea, donkey died. And then the underscore can go down here. There we go. because it's at the bottom. It's underscoring the rest of this. I think it's Alt 0167. Whoa, cat! You got that memorized in there. Amazing, by the way. I want to give some credit for that. Speaking of some credit, my watch is telling me to get up and move. Don't worry about the underscore, lol. Thank you, Liam101112. Your name is almost binary. Not quite. It's not quite there. Okay, so I'm still missing some signs, but I do know them. One of them is for below. So below. They asked below this sign lies below. There we go. You know, this isn't a passive-aggressive gravekeeper. I don't know what Dash is on about. And then I'm thinking we probably have space to, like... Yeah, I think we could, like, fit a grave in the corner, but that's not how graveyards work, is it? We could do, like, a line of graves over here. Like, if you hear me out, if we put, like, a grave here, hypothetically, then, you know, then we could have, like, 2 spots here, and that would still give a walkway of 3 blocks, you know, over here, which I think is chill. It's probably not, like, enough space, but I like the...
What, I can have my own funeral and watch it.
Yes, a spacey wolf. Chat, everyone drop an F in chat for a spacey wolf. A spacey wowf, I should even say. A non-capital F is now on purpose. Will be remembered.
Mr. Cat.
Whoa, mischievous! So good to see you. I hope you are... No mischievous jokes. Not doing it today. I hope you are feeling very law-abiding and believing in the systems of fairness and justice that exist around you, because they are all necessary to keep the world that you need functioning. But yeah, it's so good to see you, mischievous. I love... it is amazing, you know...
Please add the name Sect 99 to a grave with died in the warm, explosive embrace of a creeper.
Okay, you know what? That's a good sign. I can do that. I want to say, though, mischievous, there is this really weird thing where you're like, yeah, if you haven't seen someone for a while, they've stopped caring about you, you know? It's the, you know, it's a lazy way of, you know, like, understanding the world. But it is a way that I feel like a lot of people do it. Okay, so I'm going to put you on the back of this grave. We're going to do things... Wait, is this the back of Cat's grave? No, it's Arclight's murdered by me. Perfect. So this is going to be a double grave. Should I do it too thick or just do the sign on the back of this? I think it should be on the back of this one. That's what I think. So you get the back of the cross. Sack Edge 99. Sack Edge 99. Died in the warm, loving, explosive embrace of a creep. That's as far as we got, I'm afraid. You know, he didn't say loving, and so I guess I should take that away. There you go. Oh, I still can't fit it. We have to make embrace in wreck of a creeper. Sad. Also, Alt 0167. I'm gonna fully trust you on this one, Cat. I'm gonna see if I can make your sign funky. Alt 0167. No, Alt 167. Alt. I've got numlock on, maybe? Anyway, you know what? I tried it. It didn't work. It's distant relative rules. You see them every 5 to 10 years. I watch the VODs, just don't have a lot of daytime watch time any longer. That's a real, like, game changer. Like, sitting in it... It took me a while to realize that, you know, a lot of, like, office-based jobs for normal people, you spend a lot of time, like, you know, downtime between tasks. Like, you can't be full productive all the time in the same way you can for certain types of other jobs. Anyway, and so, like, you know, losing YouTube time seems like that's a quality of life downgrade. It doesn't feel like one, because, like, it's nice not to have to, you know, not to need to have it. But I see where you're coming from with that. By the way, someone asked for a bamboo sign. Works on the numpad for me. Okay. Oh no, it's doing voice to text. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, well, I hope that that's what you wanted from your sign. Also, okay, so this was specifically General Delogu. So I'm not gonna do text to speech this time. You know, Ashley, I'll leave that. I'll leave that on your sign though, General Delogu. General Delogu. Did I spell that right? Delogu. I did spell that, though there's an E. There we go. No. We want that, and then we want to do this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ultimate Nigel 368. Lost in the Void. Oh, we should have a big hole to go with that one, right? So yeah, now we're going a little bit unorthodox. Because again, the graveyard got... doing things rigid and structured works for me for about 10 seconds, as you can see. So I'm thinking we have... Ultimate Nigel should be, like, down here. Okay. So if we make this hole a little bit deeper... Actually, yeah, let's make the grave in here. Ultimate Nigel. I think you can have a fun cave grave. Ultimate Nigel 368. Lost in the Void. If seen, please avoid. Hey, that's good, right? That's good. Anyway, let me just make a big hole down. And then, like, I should put some black concrete in there. Oh, I also want a cauldron. What's the closest thing I have to black concrete? Like, nothing, really. Annoyingly. So I'll just put down a stone brick block for now. And then it makes it clear that you've got ashes or something. Yeah, actually, if we literally put a torch down. There you go. And then, like, the little smoke that comes off it, that can be the void particles. Thank you. Love the half voice to text on my sign. I'm glad you love it too. I think it's so stupid. You know, there is something about how that works. By the way, Mischievous, I haven't given you a sign yet, all because I'm secretly trying to keep you here and get you to remind me about doing it again. But yeah, I'm sorry that you don't have as much daytime watch anymore, but I am glad to hear that you still are alive and care, or at least want to be killed, which is a type of caring. So Mischievous, I think this is as far to the right as I want that. Mischievous. Okay, so instead of making a joke about mischievousness, it's got to be probably my favorite spice for eggs. It's just not, it's not a very good, it's, you know, I feel like that could be better. I feel like there could be a better eulogy than, because chives, you know, like mischievous, you know? It might have even been I mean, it's definitely not, but you could just be an unmarried woman who is, like, chivous, you know? And therefore, you know, give us some chives, because they are my favorite spice for eggs. Perfect. Speaking of things that I like, I just got a tip from Diluted Dante. Can my say Diluted Dante? No, it cannot. It is... I had very clear instructions that I have given, and I am afraid you have not met them. Look at me, chat. This is called boundaries. Yeah. I do like Diluted Dante a lot, so I'll give him his flower, though. Oh, I've got a lovely little sign right here still. Gonna have to remember that exists. Yeah, I'll give you a flower next to cat. I think this is where everyone secretly wants to be. This little cat spot right here. I like to mess with the YouTube algorithm by replaying Toy Cat videos at 0.25 speed. Hey, Clyde! That's my sort of comrade right there. So, yeah, I need to replace this block over here with a cauldron. And then there's, like, 2 other steps I need to do, but that's an easy one. Speaking of easy one...
Mistype the amount.
Oh.
What it said in the last message.
Then I can. Okay, Stone Brick Grave. It was in your inventory when I paused, so it should be easy. Yes! Thank you for wanting to be easy. You're allowed to want to be difficult. I'm just allowed to not want to be difficult. Okay, so that means that you get this final spot in this 4x4 grid. And I'm going to do my best here, chat. I think stone bricks is an easy one to grave. So what sort of graves do you usually see? I think, like, we'll go, like, triple wide, like it's a tablet from God. And then it would just say on it, died as he lived in his house. Yeah, we can do that. So Captain Salmon, beautiful by the way. So we now put on this. It's a little bit tricky to see from this side though, so let's do it from the other side. Again, like one of the things about graveyards, if you've ever been to one, chat, is they really fall into disarray so quickly. So this is for my good friend Diluted Dante. Died as he lived in his house. Yeah, that's nice. I think that means because it's 2 lines, we can make a little space here too. And now you're dead, Diluted Dante. Isn't it nice that you get to see what it'd look like? You get a big old tablet. It looks a bit weird. Maybe it should be on both sides. Wrong side. But that's how Diluted Dante wanted it. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit of a riff on the back there. Beautiful. So now we're going to start building out the graveyard a little bit further. There's got to be at least another 2 of these fences. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 actually. So this is going to be a corner. You could probably make this the edge. If I go any further, I'm going to mess with the inner forest vibe. And so I think we will. There's an argument in Minecraft that you've got to go like perfectly symmetrical always. I don't think we need that though. I think we're perfectly good the way that we've done this. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we could go for like different lengths of copper along the side if we wanted to. But no, let's not. Let's keep it nice and uniform. It's one of the few things, building rules, that we probably shouldn't mess with on purpose, I guess. By the way, Ultimate Nigel 368, lost in the void. I do not remember writing your name, Ultimate Nigel. I know I did because I remember making the void. But I'm going to check on it just for you. Make sure that we're in there. Yeah, Ultimate Nigel 368. Although he didn't leave the spaces, he's not Ultimate Nigel 368. He's Ultimate Nigel 368. So, my bad. My bad. So we're going to see if I missed any... we're going to see if I missed any signs now. Haunted Zombie. We got Diluted Dante. No, we got it. We got it. Named Diarrhea Donkey. Diarrhea Donkey. Okay, so look at all these beautiful dead people. Orange. It's wonderful what you can do. If you put your mind to it, you can kill whoever you want to. It's we have free will, chat. Side note, do you know, last year it was my 30th birthday, and I got a gift, a very kind gift of this tequila. Oh, I have to probably do one of these. I got... Oh, it's... My green screen's all wonky. But I really didn't like it. Tequila's my spirit of choice, but I just did not like this, chat. And so I've just not drank it. And every time I've gone for it since, it's been like... So I figure, let's do the reasonable thing. You know, in the same way that let's not waste an opportunity to do a pay-to-win stream. And so I decided to get myself some pineapple juice. And then I'm going to pour some of the very fancy, meant to be for tasting, agave juice, Mexican plants. Just going to pour it in there. And I'm going to see if this is delicious, chat.
Sony, please. And please change my name to Polly E.
Sorry, no way. Okay, so a grave for Adansoni. Wow. Adansoni, someone loves you enough to kill you. And that makes you, as far as I'm concerned. So Polly E died as she lived, in immense pain. E. I can remove that if you want me to. You know, because also another tequila sign for Don Julio 70. Okay. So Adansoni, guess what? You get to die right at the toes of Polly E. Adansoni. Oh, wait. New drunk Toy Cat stream? It shouldn't be a drunk Toy Cat stream. It should be a mildly enjoying a tequila stream. Really enjoying it. Ugh. It's like I tipped you 20 minutes ago. Oh, really? Oh, you did? Oh, whoa, so many tips just showed up. Okay. I swear to God, this did not... You see it on my stream. So first of all, thank you very much, Adansoni. is really bad at messaging. You know, it's always on you. The way you write your messages is you know, that makes it seem like you're bad at texting, like you never respond. It's gotta could not be understood. Her fault. You know, I'll leave it at could not be understood. Okay, and then I'll write at the end. Her fault. There we go. There we go. That's what you want it to be, right? And then here is your body. Oh no, Ad and Sony, you're not. It fits. It fits the eulogy. And to make it up to you, I'll give you a triple wide grave. You get a long grave. Look at all that space you get when you're dead. He killed Ad and Sony, then shot the corpse. And Sony asked for a specific sign. Oh no, I didn't see it. And Sony says, a grave for Dasher. Can you also please do my dang gravestone? I would love to do a grave for Dasher. Dasher, what do you want in your gravestone? Where do you want to be killed, Dasher? You know, I think here's a good spot. I think again, I'm liking this, like there is a walkway to the side here in between the graves. So this will be for Dasher. I'll try and line it up with one of these fence posts actually, and then it can go like no. We want to not line it up with the fence post. I want to do like a cobblestone block. Okay. Dasher, this is you. I think you've said you're very tall before, unlike Ad and Sony, who is, I presume, very short. So I'll put Dasher all the way at the top there. Dasher. This grave is currently sanct. You know, I'll leave it at sanct. That leaves the.
I thought this stream was another 3-letter abbreviation, but this is cool too. Kill me, please.
I'm very sad to say that is not what we're doing today.
I thought this stream was another 3-letter abbreviation.
Yeah, infinite money cool glitch.
Kill me,
Chat,
please.
your boy just got £22.08 twice. Okay, that means we have to build it extra grand now. I feel like I want to okay, we need a grave for Don Julio. Okay, I'm entirely lost now. Okay, Don Julio. Chat, I think we're accidentally doing tequila product promotion. So a logical place to do this. Okay, so David Solomano is owed a grave, and so too is Don Julio. I'm gonna work out where these should go though. So I'm gonna remove all the trees first of all. Oh no, I like this tree. This tree can stay. All the other trees, I'm just saying, they did show up to school tomorrow. And so guess where they're going. Lol, Streamlabs is killing me, but you know, I probably would have given the cash anyway. Yeah, exactly. I'm loving it. I'm amazed that can happen. I actually, you know, oh no, I need to put this back. Wait, I'll put a birch log back though, and now it's up. You're welcome. That is because I was reading your message, David. That tree right there, that's on you. That looks pretty good actually, right? Ooh. That looks like something. Anyway, speaking of things that look like something, we just got a brand new tip. Unrelated to your stream, I just got a collector's card. I enjoyed the O in your signature. That is my real signature, by the way. If you got it and you thought like, oh, Toycat's being cute, that is the, or at least that's the only time I do my signature is to sign things, like for the sake of signing things. Does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. But like, real signature, I can give you my trust and assurances, and I'm glad that you like it. I think it's a cute little detail. Also, we're getting some age in the graves. Yeah, somebody also died doing something. And Polly, are you okay with your sign? Those are the important things. Also, apparently, apparently we have specific requests from Ad and Sony. I still don't see it. You trying to trick me, Ad and Sony? Has this all been a ploy? I think it might have been. But what do you want, Ad and Sony? Tell me what you need your sign to say. Because mine's pretty rough, I've got to say. Now, I'll build your grave right here. The lesson here is you can consent to your death. Isn't that a nice lesson too? I feel like, honestly, if you think about it, you know, if we go a little bit deep, just for a second, right? Because, you know, there's a lot of things about death that really fascinate me. But one of them is kind of the non-consensual nature. very few people, even like people who hate life, like when you're, you know, like if you try and fail to kill yourself, it's like really commonly reported that people like regret it, not the moment they survive, but the moment that they, you know, like have done the thing, you know? And I think that like really like what people don't like about death is that it's non-consensual. But that's also what people don't like about life. That's the only way you can square those two things together. Being alive is a non-consensual act, but so too is being dead. And so that's like a really tricky like how do you work that one out then? How can you possibly be in a world where you do that? And I guess the answer is like you don't. It's like you know, like you ever seen those things that are like make sure that your baby consents to, and it's like, well, that it's like a really nice idea, but also we just say like, you know, consent is like one of those really lovely concepts that we've developed and we get to apply to 99% of life, but not to, you know, like I don't know, not to some stuff, I guess. It's even, you know, like if you really go, if you dive into like the ethics of like anything, if you dive into like why it is that some people don't want to ride horses, it's like now that we don't need to do this, we shouldn't. And so I feel like that's where like death is at. Like if we could be at a stage where we could say, also legend is pronounced legion and the description has been lost. I think I want to build a nicer grave for Mischievous, by the way. I think that's what I need to do. I think I'm gonna make it nice because it's viewable from the outside too. So I'll build the rest of it for, oh no, it'll connect to this. So what I'll do is I'll make the area where Mischievous would be lying really nice. And then I'll decorate it on all sides. And then it will have its own like little dedicated. Okay, no, there's some signs that I owe to some people, including to David. David, you are gonna get the corner plot. Yeah, I think that's what this has to be, right? So this is, if you're curious, if you've tipped, there are currently 4 signs that I owe to people who have tipped. And David gets the corner spot, which has to go here. So I'm thinking, you know, oh yeah, that's something. It's definitely something. The not fixing Ad and Sony zone will continue until distractions decrease. Toy Cat, Ad and Sony, tell me something. I will now go on a 10-minute deep dive on life and no longer read chat. Oh, that's a great idea for a sign. I can write that. Okay, so underscore Ad and Sony. Okay, Ad and Sony. Tell me something. I will now go on a 10-minute deep dive on. It doesn't even fit on a sign. Come on, do your research, Ad and Sony. You can do that. David Cornerblock, just like David Cornerhard. Do you ever, you know, whenever I talk about David Cornerhard, are you like, whoa, David? And you're like, oh, there are other Davids. There's also the one in the Goliath story. Unless that's you. I mean, I've never. If so, I can't believe I've never gotten your signature. But yeah, the corner plot is actually a tricky one to do here. I think we got to do it like this. I think that is a corner plot. And this one is for David. And then that way, you'll have like a square grave. David Solomano. Beautiful. I now get to write a eulogy in the corner plot of our hearts. Oh no, not of our hearts singular, it seems. See, that's actually nice, isn't it? That's actually really nice. How long have you been on the survival world? I found, well, I mean, I went back. Chat, I want to share this with someone, so I'm going to share it with all of you. I went back early today to the early steps, so I still owe 3 signs to Don Julio 70. I'm going to build you a nice bottle. I'm going to somebody, to Legend, and soon to be Dazed and Confused. Okay, so chat, early today I went back to the earliest episodes of the Let's Play, and do you want to know something wild that I found?
Immortalize me.
Thank you, Dazed and Confused. I will. So I found this thumbnail. Do you see this? Do you see how, like... Do you see this thumbnail, chat? It just struck me as so 2012 core. So this is the 4th episode of the Let's Play. It came out in October of 2012. And so I figured it'd be fun to recreate this screenshot. And this is what it looks like. So here's the old thumbnail. And here is that same spot in my world, just with modern Minecraft and vibrant visuals. Isn't it insane how much things change? Anyway, I want to share it with someone. I've been getting too nostalgic for my own world recently, and you just gave me permission to do it more. You're enabling this. Okay, speaking of things you're enabling. Yeah, I was thinking recently, you know, Grave Square is greater than Orange Square. Oh, it should. Wait. We can square those two things together. All I have to do is put an iron bar here and here, and now it's the orange square too. Wow, I'm so much nicer to you than Adam Sony, and I have no idea what a correct way to describe that is. The textures look so much worse. Which textures look so much worse? I miss 2012 core. I miss 2012 core. I think I might go on a small era soon of just full on nostalgia blasting myself. And then separately I might make videos about old
I request
Minecraft.
mine to say as forgotten as a golden dandelion because I totally remembered it existed.
I just remembered it existed right now. Okay, so I think this little corner could be Graves too. I think that this is a logical plot, and if we stick with this pathway, which it's here, so why not? This is my next little corner, and you know what? Let's go for some nice graves. I'm gonna go for my classic grave type over here. We've got too many non-standard graves over there. It's getting messy and confusing. Let's just have a standard old cobble grave. Let's start it nice, and then work from there. So, oh, this will actually, will this impact that? If you have, it doesn't. The stairs, they keep me safe. So there we go. That's a nice one, ready for a sign. And you can live next to Don Julio. Such is the infinite kindness of this world. So that's you, and here's Don Julio. So 3 block spacing would be here. Oh yeah, very, very tight. I'm liking this. We've not actually built 2 signs next to each other the entire time. But guess what? TMC is going to be as forgotten as a golden dandelion. Which is, I think the corner plot isn't perfect for that, is it? Although if it's this, like, I want this to be forgotten. How do I make people not come over here? I can work that out later. So this is TMC. TMC 249. As forgotten as the golden dandelion. Or as a golden dandelion. You know, I'm going to, oh, you know, let's stick with it. Live, not quite. You know, this is the opposite. This is the first time we've truly done the opposite of a live stream. I can't believe that's just now hitting me too. Also, it's good to see you, Jake. I lost it there. Or Riley, is the name I would usually refer to you by. But it's good to see. Caught you in there. I wonder how much $10 is in USD and not the Mojang answer of £10. Yeah, it's actually £10 plus tax, so I think it's £12. Just don't think about it. Don't think about it too hard. Just trust the logic there. No, the actual answer is if you want to know currency conversions, I saw something that made me a little bit mad the other day. There's someone went to Canada and they asked if the currency was US dollars, and it's like really stupid, but I guess it says dollars, and I guess maybe you just don't know how currencies work. It's fine. But then someone in response to that was like, yeah, American tourists are coming over to Scotland and giving us their dollars. We have no use for your money, you know, like as a tip. And it's like, if you know, like, as a pro tip, Gerald K just tipped me in dollars. I have a lot of use for those dollars. I'm going to use them to buy pounds. And then I'm going to use those pounds to put on some pounds, you know? It's going to be amazing. Also, it was good to see you, Adam Sony. Rooster Fight lost. The AI overview is going to think you're going to be attacked by a rooster over this. Okay, so Rooster Fight lost. Adam Sony, I hope you're impressed with me for getting your sign not to do this, and I hope that you like your sign and your very long grave that is under a tree right now. That's something we need to change, obviously. That's something we can fix. That is fixable, and so shall be fixed. Petrodollar is dead. The Minecraft dollar is here. It is a matter of time until this becomes the globally accepted currency. In the meantime, this, and this, just all the garbage piling up. I do like dirt. It's not that garbagey, but it's not great. Okay, so Don Julio 70. If I get in trouble for promoting alcohol, You'll be the first person I complain to. Let me tell you. You can have 10. I'm feeling generous.
I'm feeling generous. Immortalize me, toy cat. P.S. My Crayo card says it's arriving soon. Ice emoji.
It comes in a really cool box if you do get it. To me, unexpected. I just the extra effort of shipping the whole box. It does make it more premium, but it also costs like double the amount in shipping. But you know, I guess they're paying for. Well, I guess you're paying for shipping. They made you pay for your expensive box. Those bastards. Anyway, sorry, I went for a whole range of emotions there. Jake is now on the list of 5 wide of graves we need to make. Now, we could actually make this... Yeah, okay, if we make TMC Forgotten, the way we can do that is we just have to build in front of it in every vector. So we'll build it nice and tight here together, like here. And then also we could probably fit one in here. Yeah, and we won't even, like... we've been trying to make them visible, but this one, that's specifically the opposite of the goal we're aiming for. So there we go. Now I can slide in here. Oh, I did that wrong. It's chill. Also, Ad and Sony Rooster Fight lost. Or was it Lobster Fight lost? You know what's coming, don't you? Oh, I've thankfully escaped this one. So the way text-to-speech works, it's based on $10. It's the easiest way to me work out on the fly what is above or below $10. Which is why you know that Jake Riley Davis. You know, actually, it looks like you might have the very first one when we enter the cemetery here.
Toy cat, at these prices you should get yourself a plot. Long grave for a long boy. Jessup King fell from a high place, request slightly withered waxed cut copper stairs tomb.
At these, you know, it is kind of nuts. Okay, so I did think about it a little bit. Because in some sense, if I die tomorrow, the Let's Play world will still exist. For a lot longer than I will, right? Yeah, that's like a savable problem. Also, I need to say, thank you very much, Antonia Xavier. All of these multiple characters are wasted on me, but happy to waste as much as I can right now. Oh, good to see you, Xavier. How are you doing? I'm glad to see a familiar face. Multiple familiar faces today. I was thinking about it. Chat, I was like, I do miss streaming a little bit when I don't do it. I was thinking, like, if we return to streaming, in like a real sense, I do think the way that it realistically has to be is I have to become the thing that I find impossible and, like, actually structure, this is Thursday, this is almost always the live stream day. This is Friday, this is also when I live stream. Something like that. And I think Thursday is, like, a good way to come back to it. I think that's something I think that's something I'll probably, like, commit to, especially, like, for the winter as it comes back. Okay, new rule, we need to charge per character on signs. That's a very good new rule, by the way. Also, Jake Riley Davis. Let me try this again. Jake Riley Davies. I think that's got to be, like, the weird... Oh, come on, what's chat? Jake Riley Davies has the funny number. You have a funny name, apparently. So then we have Jessup Kane. No, wait. No, the top one, the one we haven't done is somebody died doing something. Okay, I'm going to put something in asterisks just to give you a little bit of a guilty connotation about what it is that you're doing. Just do Jake Riley, lol. Okay, I'll try it. Jake Riley. If this gets censored, I'm just saying, what have you been up to? Okay, I'm going to try just Jake. That works. I'm going to try just Riley. Riley. That does not work. Riley, oh, like, I'm getting a little Riley right now. Okay, Jake, R-word, Davies. There we go. That should solve all of the problems that we've created. That's for sure. If you have any better ideas, Jake, sorry, I can't say your middle name. Have you ever noticed your middle name is censored? I don't know for sure. This does seem like I'm trying to insult you, though. And that is not my intent. I hope that you can believe me. Side note, this could be the small sip of pineapple-y concoction that I've had. Man, it's just not good. I've got this very expensive birthday gift that I don't even know if I can drink for other reasons. That might be offensive. Okay, so you're telling me this is offensive. But okay, Jake R. Davies. No, Jake R. Davies is not okay either. What's wrong? It has to be R word. I don't. Okay. I've written Riley in so much stuff in my world. Riley. What if we write it all lowercase? Is it like once it works out a bad word, you can't ever do it again? Okay, so what if we write Jake Riley? Damn it. Okay, it's not doable. Jake Stossasa Davies. There you
Okay,
oh god.
let's try this again. Adansoni rooster fight lost. Or is it lobster fight lost? This better work.
There you go, you worked it out.
Lobster emoji, lobster emoji, lobster emoji,
Lobster emoji, lobster emoji, lobster emoji, lobster emoji, lobster emoji. Oh no, I'm in the deep grave.
Lobster emoji.
I never knew this would happen to me.
Lobster emoji, 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 Jake R. Word Davis sounds. No comment, grimacing face emoji.
Fully agree. Jake R. Word Davies does sound grimace face emojis, so we have decided to scrap that one. It's so dumb. Yeah, I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna think about this one. Dazed and confused. Apparently, a reference to this is what Adam Sony discovered last time. It was this. Maybe because you have the British version, it's British censored. Like, you're riling me up is the closest I could think. By the way, good to see you, Michelle. Oh, loving your lobster roll next to you. Dazed and confused. Died surprisingly aware. But yeah, like, it's okay, okay. So something that is like really important to help appreciate about the real world is that, like, the idea that you do something because you want to is something that is all built on, like, society has to be built up for that, right? Like, even just the very nature of, like, how do you make money? You could argue, like, a job is non-consensual. But what's, like, way less consensual? The standard way, and the way that basically every species does it besides us, is you get money by taking the money. Or rather, you don't need money. You take resources directly, either from other people or from other species, right? Go murder a crow and eat it. Go. And so, like, it really does have to be appreciated that, like, the reason that if you want to make money, you don't just rob your neighbors is because we live in a world where we've kind of agreed that to be civilized, that doesn't make sense. And so the fact that we're, like, really narrowing down the list of things that can happen without your consent, I think is a good thing. One of those things, funnily enough, is writing down a Minecraft sign that turns into hashes. You just can't do it. It just cannot be done. JRD. Yeah, okay. Let's just slowly add letters to each of them. J. Rider. Okay, we're getting there. Jack is not going to be okay. Jack's going to make it think we're trying to Jack. Oh, Jack's okay. Okay, Jack, Ryle, Dave. Yeah, okay, and then we'll just write die. I'm sorry. This is the best I can do right now. I know that if I add another E to each of these, it's over. We're over. We're done for. So this is what you've got for now, and to make it up to you, I've got a small one-time limited offer of upgrading your cobblestone to be a stone brick. Oh yeah, that's a premium offering right there. That comes round only once in a while. I just joined this stream and heard go murder a crow and eat it. I was feeling hungry, thanks for the meal recommendation. If you're feeling hungry anyway, and word is you are. You know, I've heard a rumor from you that you're feeling hungry. If you're feeling hungry anyway, why not get the new McDonald's Forza Horizon 6 inspired meal? Seriously, look it up. There's a Forza Horizon 6 meal at McDonald's. You're going to love when you find out what it is. You're going to be like, whoa, the theming here is on point. And then if you think that's good, look up the new Overwatch meal at McDonald's. Get one of those. It's, honest. Okay, you know, I don't want to criticize McDonald's. You know, they are the patron saint of this channel, I'm sure. You know, what would I do for a career on my third channel were it not for going to McDonald's, right? But don't get me wrong. I think that the whole, you know, like collab thing has gone a bit far when they're like, so it's a sugar donut, but it comes in a box that says Overwatch on it. Please buy it. And people go, yeah, I'm gonna go buy me an Overwatch donut. And you know what? I kind of do want to buy one just to see what's going on. Okay, so we've got Gerald K. Sign, who is Welsh, by the way. Ideally, this would be near a sheep, right? Also, I think if we're going to have a path going left like this, that means we can fit a lovely... Gerald K., you're getting a premium plot here.
PLS, I hope this is enough for my tombstone. I cannot find my card, so sadly YouTube is gonna take a hefty cut from this. Crying face emoji.
Oh, Gerald
Crying
K!
face emoji.
Okay, for now, I'm Welsh. Do you know Riley actually is Welsh? You should be together. Wait. Yeah, you know, this works. So Gerald K, your name is a crime. K. I'm getting there. I'll get there slowly, okay? And then Xavier wants a tombstone, and I've got full permission to do what I want with it. Okay, so I'm going to write here. Xavier wasn't very crafty, so gosh. Okay, wait. What? Wasn't well crafted, and then ended up shafted. Can I write ended up? Probably not. So I'll just go wasn't well crafted. Oh, wait, no. Okay, here. Ended up. Yeah. Xavier, this is your sign. This is your sign. I mean, I assume you are well crafted. Again, to be good at like lore means that you have to be broken in the right ways. Whereas like there's all sorts of people who are broken in all the wrong ways, who wish they were broken in the right ways. This should be enough for Antonio to get a tombstone. Yeah, no, Xavier, you have. So again, here's a useful tip for anyone out there who doesn't know currency conversions, because obviously I talk in dollars just because it's the one currency most people know in relation to their own. Like I could tell you what an Australian dollar is in pounds, but I can't tell you what an Australian dollar is in Canadian dollars because I know both of those currencies in relation to my own. But most people know their own currency in relation to dollars because somewhere, something on the internet has required them to. But if you don't know, if you have never had to deal with American currency, wow, you sure are not the leader of a major Middle Eastern country. But second of all, it should be noted that you can just Google my name currency to dollars, and it will give you the, I'm going to get the name for this wrong, the spot price. So literally like within, 0.05% accuracy, you're going to get what that is trading for right now. It's not what you'll get for it if you go to a currency exchange, because they have fees and costs and, it's a thing. But it is like the price. What is the price of a pound? $1.36. So when you tip £10, you gave me $13.60, and Michelle OO was kind enough to give you 5 on top. Here's a useful tip. Get good. Also, Jessup Kane fell from a high place. I can do this one. Actually, wait. Okay, I think this would be really funny. Because this is Jake Dodges, right? I think it'd be funny to put down here Jessup Kane's grave. Okay. Jessup, I hope that you appreciate this as much as I do. Also, this is my last oak sign for now. Jessup Kane fell from a high place. So then it's like going downwards, Yeah, you have to get trapped in there to read it, which sounds silly, but I kind of like that. And then that means that there'll be a grave one more block further down. Okay. So I've got the right vibes here. I know what I'm doing. And then we just put this here. And then now it looks like you share a grave. Yeah, but then, you know, the grave is... It all works out. It all works. This is genius. I think this is genius. Jessup Kane, I'm loving your grave. I hope you are too. Okay, so with that said, I now need to make Legion's grave. Who, just by the way, they asked again, and so I owe you something else. They asked, did you make it? And so I'm going to quickly give them a flower next to their grave too. Okay, so chat, let's make some more flowers. The only grave that we have missed so far in the entirety of the
Glad
stream.
to finally be able to take part in one of these. Just write Johnny Woodstock, Nigel, that would be awesome.
Johnny Woodstock. I can do that. I'll do it with that tone too. I know you might say it's not necessary, but it definitely is. I really like Xavier's sign, by the way. I'm the only one, but I need to say that, you know? I think it's pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to start... No, I think this sign being sideways should be the notable exception. And then we'll get back to regular types of signs going in here now. Okay, so Coble Stone. We'll just start building up here. You know, let's just build a nice old classic cross for Johnny. You know, I'll make it actually classic by removing this block. There it is. Okay. Just for you, guess what we got? We got a real cross. We got borderline religious imagery by accident. So Johnny Woodstock / Nigel. Fun fact, there are lots of weird rules about what can and cannot be in a map. And I think there's some rules on religiousness. They're not public, so I don't know what they are. But they exist. So if you see a word that goes out without an ad for tequila, you could probably assume what happened to it. Metal Gear Solid ads on a Toycat stream. Oh yeah, the GTA 6 just got revealed, right? It had its first extended gameplay. How was that, chat? Does anyone know what's going on with it? In fact, wait, I think you're the person to ask, right, Nigel? Also, below. This sign lies below. It's stupid. What was I thinking? Well, me 10 minutes ago sure was an idiot when I wrote that. Okay, so we got Johnny Woodstock grave, and now we're gonna get... No, wait, we need one for Legion. Legion, you are asking, and my brain has a blind spot for the word Legion. So you're gonna get a nice grave just to the east of this catastrophe over here. So I'm gonna make this the nicest grave yet to make up for the delay. You can have an orange flower for free on the house. See, look at this. Okay, chat, I was thinking about it. And I think that making videos is actually kind of like the restaurant business. You know? Does anyone feel that? Does that seem correct to anyone? Okay, it doesn't. Then let me explain. Legion. What do you want in your sign? Legion could only fit the legs in. Actually, no, it'd be funnier if it's only fit the arms in. Yeah, that's it's so stupid. And then we remove this block. I think that's what you have to do there too. And then we replace it with like, I don't know, like a copper bar or something. There you go. Because now there's no legs. You know, this is genius. This is so good. I'm so glad I'm much wiser than I was 10 minutes ago. I think you literally are. Unless you're me and you're drinking dodgy pineapple juice. This request is on the Discord message. Oh, Legion, description lost. Fine. That means that therefore, I will remove my joke. The joke will have to be visual only. Description lost. No, they don't want a comma. Okay, so they want description lost. There we go. Chat. This is a nice grave, right? It looks like he's a chicken. Chat, do you see chicken here? I really see chicken. Lava. Chicken. Ooh, lava chicken. Yeah, I'm singing it now. This song got kind of good now that the movie has gone. Honestly, okay, I really don't know if it's... Oh, there's a baby sheep. I don't know if this is me getting old or Minecraft's marketing team getting more cynical. Or maybe a combination of both. But it does feel like they can work out how to get cultural relevance for their product just for long enough that they can sell it to people, and then it vanishes. Like, Lava Chicken is still in people's minds, but so much of that movie is just gone. Like, it's a classic B movie, right? It's a classic. Antonia requests a flower on her grave for Michelle Owo. Yes, I will do that for you. I will sort that out. In fact, Toycat has never drank alcohol on stream. Yeah, I think alcohol is bad for you. You should never actually drink it, and I never do. I don't condone even the concept of it, actually. And I'm a little concerned that there are people out there who do. I am really concerned, actually, that anyone would drink something they know to be poisonous. But thankfully, that is a category that does not include myself. Here's a Big Mac. Write this on a sign. Is 8 Swiss francs $10? I am disappointed for the Americans if that's true. So I'm gonna have to do a Hey Google here. Is 8 Swiss francs? Oh, it's not doing it. There's a button that you can do on phones. Hello, is 8.10 Swiss francs equal to $10? And also, how much is a Big Mac in Switzerland? See, we're using AI instead of talking to people. This is the future.
Number 8.10. Swiss francs equals about $10.07
Whoa!
United States cents. A single.
Fun fact. Okay, so I'm gonna make a Big Mac, and I came here to pick something up, chat, but I've forgotten what it was. Why did I come home? I needed something. I needed something important. By the way, did you see the announcement for Stage Tour? Remind me of it because Tenacious D's Baby One More Time. Oh yeah, Stage Tour. I don't know why they're not calling it Guitar Hero. Call it Guitar Hero, you cowards. But yeah, Stage Tour. I want to show it to you, chat, but it's all copyrighted music. I am excited about Stage Tour. And someone in the okay. Can I the top comment on the Stage Tour announcement video is me at 12 is, you know, me at 30 is going crazy for me at 12. And I was like, there's no way they were 30 if they were 12 when Guitar... And I looked it up and I'm like, oh no, Guitar Hero 3, the one that I loved, it came out in 2007 when I was 12. I'm this commenter. This game is being made for me. Chat, what was I doing going back home? There was something I needed. Controller settings. Nonchalant Geek says, what are your controller settings? Because I don't know how you move around smoothly. Oh, yeah, whenever you watch you can tell when someone has never played on a controller, because they'll play Minecraft like this, right? They'll be like... And it's like, man, you're playing with like an input delay in your brain. It's one of the things humans are really good at is like mapping external stimuli into instinctive inputs if you give us enough time. So one of the silly ones is like, every time I trip, I catch myself immediately. I think most people can do this pretty instinctively. Or like, I watched Ted Lasso recently. I wish I hadn't, but I watched Ted Lasso recently, and there's an episode where he can't ride a bike. And it hit me then like, yeah, riding a bike is really easy if you know how to ride a bike already. But it is a skill. You do have to go through the time period of not knowing and connecting it up. And so I think that like basically everything, you have to wire those neural pathways for it to work. Also, this is so ugly, but what am I going to do? If I remove some blocks here, I don't know if that's great either. We'll think about it. Anyway, I could just like move the fences in a block or something, but I don't know if I love that either. Okay, so some signs are owed and a flower. Here is your flower, Adam. So here's your flower, Xavier, and Michelle Owo. Here's a second flower. You both get a flower, and they can live next to each other instead of a grave. Speaking of a grave, here's your grave, Johnny Woodstock. Not everyone gets one of these. It just doesn't make sense in some cases like this, right? Like if I did it for Lush Toaster 2. There's a few where it'd be a bit confusing. But for like Diarrhea Donkey, you can have a space. And then we'll put like a space there too, just to make clear that that's where Diluted Dante goes. Swimming is the same way. I was shocked by people who can't swim. Yeah, I'm shocked that people can swim. It's like, or rather, okay. Imagine not being able to ride a bike and then finding out that regularly people forget how to ride a bike and die. Like, like I'm just riding my bike in a busy traffic and I've forgotten. That's how it feels to me as a non-swimmer. Every time you hear about like, because you do hear about it a lot, like people will drown for like quite stupid reasons, if I'm allowed to judge them entirely, and I am. They're dead. They're not in my graveyard, but they're in a graveyard. Swimming is such a weird one because people learn to swim and then still die from water. And it's like, well, what's even the point of that? Like, I don't understand how that can be true. That feels illogical to me. Feels like someone's made a mistake somewhere. So I think I want to have like a big grave house in here somewhere. Maybe not desert temple shaped or desert well shaped. If I get a grave, it'll be too sad if I do die. Yeah, that's true, Chantal. That's very true. You know, your grave will go outside the graveyard. That'll be real nice. Actually, should I build myself a grave, chat? No, I don't have the money for that right now. Well, I will as soon as the stream money comes in. On next payday, I'll build myself a grave and I'll kill myself. If you're curious, if you tip via YouTube, it actually does take it used to take 45 days. Now I think it's like up to 30. And there is technically a delay there. And right now I don't understand how YouTube payments work and the days they come on. So it should somewhere between 0 and 30 days, depending on when you're watching this. So are you an employee / special person? Okay. Yeah, I haven't made a sign for I've made a sign for you, by the way. All this time later, Radio Marco. I can't swim nor ride a bike. Oh, you can't live in Switzerland and not swim or ride a bike. That's the country where people do those things. People will go to your country specifically to do those things, even. Dare I go as far as to say, that's absurd. That's silly.
Can I have a grave for my good friend Andrew? He was struck down in the prime of his life, live on YouTube. Toy cat was slain by polar bear, invisible.
They had me in the first half. Chat, I don't know how I feel about that, but I do know that I can make Andrew a sign. But first, it's radio... Wait, why am I not typing? Radio Marco. Here's a Big Mac. Oh, I probably can't write Big Mac. Here's a Mac Big. Here's a Big Map. You know what they say about big maps, chat? You know what they say? Big geographers. Okay, so then we're going to make a sign back here. Again, we kind of want to follow the grid, which is slightly offlined or unaligned for the sake of these. I think these cobblestone graves are just so charming. Just needlessly charming, chat. And then this one is for Nonchalant Greek. Nonchalant Greek flower, not grave. Oh. You know, I'll write that on there anyway. I'm already at this point. Also, they're geek, not Greek, so I'm going with... It's Adansoni. I can't read Adansoni messages specifically, apparently, actually. I wonder what that is. Is that like a condition you have or that I have? Okay, Nonchalant Geek. Flower, not grave. I'm sorry. I'm fundamentally unable to do this. Sounds like a valid request. Here's a medium Mac. There we go. Perfect. And that is actually a Big Mac. Although YouTube takes a 30% cut, which means they're going to have a big old bite of my Big Mac. Okay, so then we also need Andrew, who was slain by a polar bear. So now I've got to start thinking about, like, okay, so I think if Andrew's going to be slain by a polar bear, he deserves to go at the back. Who's this Andrew fella? And why is he competing with me? For the name that we all know is mine. You know what, chat? I have a friend called Andrew. Fun fact. But I also have I do also have a not friend called Andrew. I think I have an enemy. Okay, so this is Andrew was slain by polar bear, brackets, invisible. Chat, look, it's official. I'm dead now. Selective dyslexia. Dyslective dyslexia. There, that's the best I've got. I think I'll go now. Clearly, I'm not able to absorb information fully. I feel dumb I don't send you a message. It's because I'm tired of an angry brain. I'm sorry to hear that you had an angry brain. I know what you mean, though, when you're like, I don't know why, but I just am a little bit... It's just not working right now. Chat, I know that I've got a graveyard to build here. I know that I do. I know that that's fundamentally true. But do you want to do our favorite thing of ordering food on stream together? You know we could. You know we could. You know I'm out here with Big Mac money. Should I buy myself a Big Mac? I can't. My bike tire is flat, and I've had some pineapple juice, and so therefore I cannot get to McDonald's myself. Maybe McDonald's should come to me. All you have to do is pay 30% more for each item, pay a service fee, a delivery fee, and a bag fee, and then it comes right to your door, way colder than if you got it at the restaurant. It's like, it's the best deal in the world. It's convenient, you could say. Rest in peaceful mode, if taken. Watch out for baby zombies. The first mob that ever took me out when I played survival mode. Man, I can't imagine. Oh, I wanted emeralds. That's what I was after. Whoopsie. I can't imagine playing modern Minecraft and finding out there's a mob called a baby zombie. Like, if you play Minecraft like this, right? Like, I will walk around. Where is the mob? Like, trying to target specific blocks can be a pain if you're like that. Trying to target a moving mob that wants you dead. Like, I will kill the cow. Here is the cow. Target locked. Kill. Oh, I'd better attack him again. Let me go and pick up his stuff. We should order food while watching the stream on the stream. Peak Toy Cat content. If we all order food at the time... You know, this is a really stupid one, chat. But you know how, like, if everyone flushes their toilet at the same time, it doesn't work? What happens if we all order food at the same time? Like, the obvious answer is it doesn't get delivered. But, like, is that like a DDoS attack on the Deliveroo network? Like, I want to know. Like, are they prepared for that? Is there a contingency plan? What if the whole planet orders at the same time? Fish and chips. Quellicopf AI. Oh, I love Quellicopf AI. I read that comment perfectly. Look at me, nailing it today. That gives me permission to misspell and mishear at least 3 others. So yeah, I think these trees need to go too. And I think we need to have some graveyard building. It can't just be graves. Maybe I should have taken the guy up on the Desert Whale Mausoleum. Do you know how many dozens of dollars I could have by now? It is a problem. Chat, I'm trying to work on my desire for... Okay, so one of the... I'm trying to work on my ability to upset people, especially irrational people. But I'm trying to work on my desire to be like, you know, this is a silly thing to say out loud as I'm saying it. I'm trying to get better at upsetting people in the sense that I don't want to feel like, oh no, this, you know, like I spend a lot of my, you know, I drop some caveats in my speech and in my videos just to be like, well, you know, if you disagree, then whatever. And I think it's got to be better. I think in the modern age especially, you just got to, you know, there's no time to be like, oh yeah, I hope that, you know, just so you know, if you do have a disabled cat, I'm sorry that I called him what I did today. I think I've just got to be better at being like, yeah, and I meant it. So what? And I think part of the reason why, so this tree has to go because it's going to be on the fence line. I think part of the reason why is probably like, you know, just no one likes to hear someone like apologizing to irrational people. But I also think part of it is like, it creates like a fear in uploading sometimes, being like, oh, how will people react to this title? Even if you know it's going to be a banger and a really good one. And so one of the things I think is important is like, I want to be better at developing and maintaining our relationship. But I also don't want that to come at the cost of saying things as I mean them. I do mean what I said about your cat. It is stupid. So, Kat, could you spell my name on my grave? Y-Star27. You better believe I can. Why must I change it, though? Also, we still have a grave spot free. Wow, if only there was someone like... well, actually, really fun. Messaging Becky. OMG, it's Becky. Wow, it is. It's an Adam Sony problem. OMG. Shh, Becky. Okay. Rest in peaceful mode. Rest in peaceful mode. Beautiful. You got a nice spot here too. And let's make the grave as peaceful as possible. So 2 of these. Nice. Then we'll take some... Ooh, how do we do this correctly? What's the most peaceful grave we could do? I would say not even flowers. Have we got anything in here that'd be good? Oh, I've got an emerald. No, I'm not going to use that. So I am going to drop my oak logs in here because I have been running out. What a handy coincidence. As well as some planks. Wow, what a handy coincidence too. And then we're going to go find Y-Star. Y-Star, Y-Star, you were early, but you are my star. Y-Star, Y-Star, where do you exist, Y-Star? Here you are, and I spelt you wrong because I am a stupid mong. Okay, I don't know what mong means, but I bet it's offensive. Okay, mong definition. No, you know, I am one and I mean it. Mong meaning. It's a... Oh, no, it is offensive. Whoopsie. See, I would like to apologize deeply on behalf of the... I have a lovely pinned comment for you. Oh! Haunted Zombie requests a zombie head on the arm of their grave and cancer survivor. Also, Johnny Woodstock, Nigel needs a grave. Johnny Woodstock, I've got good news for you. I got you... Oh, I thought I bought you a grave. What happened to your grave? Did I build it and then give it away? Is that what happened? I made the cross. Where's the cross? Here's the cross. So Johnny Woodstock, Nigel. What rhymes with Nigel? Reads Adam Sony's message wrong. Doesn't even see mine. Oh no, what do you mean? No, there is only... Here's a Big Mac. Okay, we got it. Yeah, that's a really nice message. Let's go do it. Man, chat, do you ever find out, like, this is the craziest one, but the term, genuinely, full-heartedly, the term Japsai was fully just used by everyone in my life. The only way I ever knew what it meant was like, yeah, that's the pee hole. And I never thought anything of it. I thought, like, you know, like, you just hear things, like, names mean nothing, right? They only mean, you know, Andrew doesn't mean anything. Anyway, but the one that, like, blew my mind was that, because later I worked out, like, oh, they're not saying, like, one long weird word. They're saying the short term for someone from Japan, and then they are saying I. And that is an offensive Asian stereotype. But it's like, oh. Now I have to work out another term for pee hole. Shush is short for oh my gosh. Thanks for the peaceful grave. I wish I could make it more peaceful. I'm really lost on it, OMG. Shh. Oh my gosh, without the... But okay, fun fact, actually. Gosh, Becky. Did you know the first recorded use of the phrase OMG? You might think it's like in the 90s of the internet. I think it's the first recorded example. I'm sure it was said somewhere in a letter that someone didn't keep. The first recorded example, I think it's like Winston Churchill in the 1940s. So fun fact, your name dates back to the 1940s. Isn't that fun? Okay, it's fun to me. I hope it's fun to you too, though. Okay, so I'm getting a zombie head. If I have one, I'll be honest with you. Oh, I have one. I have a one. Can you be a piglet? Has to be a zombie. He survived cancer. How many times do you survive cancer, chat? I mean, like, statistically. You know, actually, Haunted Zombie, I don't want to freak you out here. What are the odds? Like, someone would have had this conversation with you. What are the odds of your cancer coming back? Like, is it, you know, there's always the terms of, like, remission. Can you ever be fully sure? Also, WTH, Winston Churchill used OMG. The correct way to describe it would have been OMG. Did Winston Churchill really say that? And the answer would be yes. Yeah, I think it's a shame. It doesn't really fit with my channel, but I've been obsessed recently with this idea that so many things that we associate as being super old are so new, and so many things that we think of as being new are quite old because we reinvent things a lot. Horned and Zombie, where did I put you? Man, I've got some nice graves in here. Unlike Fin6. I don't even know how to say your name when it's not messed up. Okay, so Haunton has a real nice grave around here somewhere, right? Also, Jessica Kane! Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jessup. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Okay, I'm lost. Where did I put Haunted Zombie? I know you're around here somewhere. Did I build you a grave, Haunted Zombie? I remember writing the words. Am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. I think I tried to make a grave, and then I just didn't. That's the only explanation for what happened here. It's the one zombie grave. Oh, here you go. Thank you. So if we remove this, and we put a zombie head on that. Perfect. No notes. That is my only zombie head. That is the only one that exists. But God, is it beautiful. God, is it beautiful. So then we take this and we put a stair there and a slab there. And this is my zombie. And the message was a beautiful one. Survived cancer. Survived cancer. Died to sun. Also, that is a fair point. There's always the chance for coming back. Although I was told I'm not in a remission phase. They got it all out during a major surgery. So they didn't like have a conversation about like, well, there's a 10% chance it comes back in 5 years. Are they just like, it's gone? Is it that like just if cancer strikes you, you're more likely to be struck again because like if you were, you know, in the same way that like if I was to have heart disease, that means I am prone to heart disease. Therefore, if I have it once, I will have it multiple times. Or is it like, you know, like I don't honestly cancer. I know like how it works. But I don't know, like, how to avoid it besides, like, groping myself every now and then. I know you grope your balls, don't you? And you know, that's pretty crude to say, but I'm actually saving lives by saying this right now because I'm a hero. So I think we want to go at least one more block back. Yeah, we've already gone that far back on this side, so build another fence. This is the 4th block somehow. Oh, we're going quite low down now. And then we'll build another fence. Okay, is that 5 blocks? That looks like 5 blocks. And then I think we'll start building the back of this. I think this is plenty big. And there's going to be an exit here, but clearly the exit's going to have to move a little bit. So 3, 4, 5. And then there's going to be an exit over here, I guess. The exit's going to be a weird one, but it's going to be 5 blocks wide. So 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... And we'll see if this actually connects over to there. So we'll remove... Chat. Oh, no, that's... I thought it was a power cut, but it's... I have my ice maker set to turn off at 10 p.m., but my ice maker never worked. And so, instead, my ring light turns off at 10 p.m., which is annoyingly when I stream. Okay. Stupid fact. They never say it's a chances percentage. They just say, word it like I'm more likely to be diagnosed. So does that mean you have to be, like, on guard for it, you know? Sorry, I hope this isn't, like... you know, scarring or like I hope this is a fine conversation to have. But it's like I don't know, like I remember my granddad had really bad heart pressure or something once, and he was like, okay, now I'm gonna change everything to make sure we don't get back there again. And oh no, we're like 1 block out. I don't know how we're 1 block out. Somewhere along the way I've gone 1 block messed up, which means I've probably gone 1 block too far on this one. I've probably gone 6 somewhere. I should have gone 5. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's on this side. I think I've gone 1 block too short for one of these fences. Also, it's raining. Let's go to sleep. Well, actually, chat, let's do something silly and fun to celebrate the fact that we now have, what is this, 2 dozen 30 graves? It's a lot of graves. I've killed so many people today, and to celebrate, I always want to do this when it starts raining, and I always think that's silly. I should at least be streaming if I'm doing that, so if something bad happens, we can all appreciate how stupid it was. I want to go flying, chat, and I want to see how fast we can go. Oh yeah, let's pick up some speed. Oh yeah, this is smart. This is what everyone clever does all the time. It's crazy, the view up here, actually. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that something? And now we can actually look at the graveyard from above without having to waste fireworks. Which is no... Yeah, this is a really good spot for it, actually, right? Okay, so chat, what do you think? I think from this angle, it's like, I like that it's guarded. I think there should be more trees, potentially. Although on this side, I'm not necessarily guaranteed that I need them. I think this is nice, but we are missing, like, a big building of some form. A nurse asked me, flower for Plantrum, please. Plantrum! You need a flower? You'll get a flower. You can get a nice central flower for $5 too. You can get this one right in front of Jake. Or next to somebody died, and you know, let's try it. Let's try Jake. Let's see if we can get the Jake in here. Yeah, Jake. I'm sorry you can't be Riley, but you can be Jake for a die. Was she assuming it was fixed? I didn't understand the question. Oh, so nurse asked me if I had heart disease, and I said congenital heart disease, and she replied with, "Oh, but only as a kid," and I was confused since it's by definition a birth defect. I mean, I guess it does sound like, yeah, it's like it's gone away as a problem. No one has mentioned it in years, therefore you don't have to worry about it. Chat, I think I want to order some food. I think that's the plan. I'm gonna give you a nice view while we do this. I'm not gonna count the graves before they've hatched. Chat, I'm really tempted. Have you heard of Shah's Halal food? Actually, wait, David, if you're around. Actually, has anyone here heard of Shah's Halal food? This is my question I want to start the stream with. Combo over rice. Sounds really good. Oh, meal. Okay, it's in here. Meal deal. Did she think it meant childhood heart disease? I'll never know. Put the flour down. I put the flour down. I'll throw a flour down just for that though. Lobster roll and tacos. Don't forget dessert. Oh, I had I got an ice cream today, and I whipped up like some really low calorie ice cream, and it has me pretty well fed actually. It is 10 p.m. and I'm still not particularly hungry. Yeah, you know what? Do I need food? Maybe I don't. Maybe this is a sign that I'm happy. I'm perfectly content without any food. Can you put some yellow dye on my sign? You better believe I won't want to, but I will do it, Y-Star. You get 2 fixes. You're a fussy customer. Squeaky wheel is getting the grease here, chat. Let me tell you about that. So Y-Star, if I can remember, here you are. So Y-Star, yeah. Oh, that is awful. That was a bad choice. Your wheel is squeaked. 2 was never happy until now. Man, with vibrant visuals, it's rough. Someone asked earlier how my vibrant visual is so nice, and it's funny because most people say it looks awful. So I appreciated the compliment. Yeah, there's 4 blocks between some of these pillars, and I don't know where it is, but it's ruined my day, chat. It could be 6 on the other side. No, this is 6, right? This is 5. This is 5. This is 1, 2, 3. Where have I made a mistake? I clearly have made a mistake. But where did I make it? Also, thank you! I just realized every time you see a zombie in your world, you can think of us as a spacey wow. The next 30-ish zombies I kill, I'll be thinking I'm killing subscribers, and I'll feel a little bit better about it, you know? Thank God for that. So somewhere on here... How else does this happen, chat? Is this lined up with that? It is. Is this lined up with that? No, this is 1 block off. So over here I made a mistake. This is 5 blocks. But over there it must not be. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Chat, it's driving me crazy. So the solution, as always, is a nice compromise where we pretend that it's all fine. We just put that there, and then if it looks like it's wrong, no, it's not. This is fine. Yeah, this looks like it's 5. It's chill. It's very fine. And then connecting this to that is going to be a bit of a pain. So for now, I'll just place some blocks. I'll let the destruction do its work. And yeah, as far as the pathway around and everything, flower down for Spicy Wow. Spacey Wow. I don't know why I can't say your name. Spacey Wow. And guess what? You get a flower. I think this nice little corner here is a good one for the flower too. Right next to the grave that was forgotten. Actually, no. You know, since you have a grave, I'll put it next to your grave. Spacey Wow. Spacey Wow. Has a very nice name, and I do not know where to find you. There's too many graves. Too many people are dead. I killed them all. It's me who did it today. Beautiful, by the way. Oh, that's me. Spacey Wow, I've lost you. Therefore, no, I can do this. Man, how are there this many graves that I'm genuinely losing people? There's not that many. This is me having 3 children and being like, how am I supposed to remember their names? How is anyone supposed to remember their names? So I figure if Toycat had a grave, it would be a list of his crimes like tax evasion, mass murder, etc. Yes. That is... No, wait. That wasn't text-to-speech, which means that wasn't that. That was... Oh, no, that was. General K, by the way. Thank you. Tell me how to fix your... Tell me how to fix your sign.
Cat Mona, crossed fingers emoji.
Whoa! Cat Mona! First of all, loving it, AL509. Single-handedly helping me fill my graveyard. I'm just saying, this is what they say when they say... You know, this is what they mean when they say it takes money to make money. Or rather, like, it's not who you know, it's who you... When people say that, what they mean is you gotta have one of these. Oh yeah, that is a horrifying cat. I think this would be a better cat, maybe? Yeah, that's a cat. No, maybe this would be the cat. Yeah, that's what cats look like, in my experience. No, that's gonna have to be the cat. No, this'll be the cat. We'll have legs here, and then face there. That's a cat, chat. If that's not what cats look like, then you haven't seen enough cats. And then we're gonna write Mona, not the vampire. Yeah, there we go. This is a cat. If you don't think it's a cat, then you're just catist. Okay, and now we've got a big space over here where we could fit a big build if we wanted to. So that is the plan. I'm gonna fill this in with grass. Grassy, dirty, etc. And it looks like a cat scared of something. Why is Mona censored? There's no way Mona got censored. Oh, because I guess it's like moaning, and moaning is kind of inappropriate. Can I write moan? Okay, moan is fine, just not Mona. Mona's fine. The signs, genuinely, again, I don't, like, people use AI too loosely, but they use, like, what do you want to call it? Like, machine language. They use something funky where no human being ever decided how it should work. It just started to work. And the end result is very strange. The end result is very, very strange. So, yeah, this is vaguely my pathway. I think from here, we'll, like, follow it along there. And then, I kind of like the idea of putting a proper path through here. But in a graveyard, it feels more appropriate to be paths. Like, maybe we could put some gravel in here. There's an idea. Mona Lisa is probably seen as Moaning Lisa. Read Jessup Kane's dono and do a flower for her. I will. And I shall. AL509. Okay, so I tell you what. Thank you very much, Jessup Kane. You have a stone block next to the pillar. Thank you. Stone block next to the pillar. Boop, ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Thank you for the directions, by the way. Which should be so useful. I should be able to know. Isn't it incredible? I even made them quite unique. But still, this is, again, it's like having a girlfriend and being like, I'm sorry. I just don't remember, you know, with one girlfriend, how am I meant to keep track of them all? How am I meant to know which girlfriend for which day this is? Okay, yep. Jessup, you exist. I know you exist, Jessup. I know you're around here somewhere. Jessup. Are you near Dasher? You're not. Man, some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful graves here. Really love what we've got going on here. I don't love that I'm lost, though. Yeah, this is my least favorite feeling. Just like, how have I looked at all the graves? How can I look at all of them and not find the one I'm looking for? I guess I've got really bad, like, recall skills. Not recall, like, I can't find the needle in the haystack. That's just not where my brain. I can't be done. Jessup Kane, are you down here? There you are. You fell from a high place. That's why I lost it. Okay, so we'll give them a flower. I think a couple of. I think a flower over there would be good. Or maybe like we should have like it drop down a block, and then the flower there, and then we'll replace this with dirt, and then these with grass. I think that's good. I think that's a nice way of doing it. So there's Jessup Kane's grave, and Jake Dodge's grave is a leather. Beautiful. When the conversation's getting so good, you have to do parkour. Oh yeah, that's my favorite moment. Okay, so we still have some trees to remove after all of that, which is incredible to be able to say. And then we still have to get some andesite in here. Chat, I have gotten hungry all of a sudden. But like now I feel like I didn't deal with my food soon enough. And so now I don't know if my food will be here in time. I'll have to find out by simply ordering it. Okay, what salad do I want? All of the salad. Oh yeah, I love me some chickpeas too. Okay, chat. What time will my food be here if I order it now? The answer is hopefully fast. 10:40 to 11:08. That could be late. How long till I can visit my grave in your world? So Vera, great question. I will. We have a really Deshi who does it has a really nicely put together document. I'll ask him if he can do. I'll ask him if it's like reasonable to do one relatively soon. I think that we have been a little overdue on it, but the truth is that like we have a lot of. It's amazing for a small team and a small number of maps. There is a lot of admin and overhead in dealing with updating it all. But yeah, I think doing one soon is a necessity, and so I think we will treat it like one. Do I hear a creeper? I did not, thankfully. Lobster rolls of lobster. You know, let me look at lobster rolls, chat. This is a me problem. I wanted to eat food on stream, but I got so distracted in a good way though, right? Ooh, yeah. Okay, lobster roll. Let me see if I can get my favorite lobster roll. If you don't know, there's a place called Crunch in London. If you don't know Crunch, you're missing out. There's also a place called Sourced Crunch I'm learning right now. But they do an incredible lobster roll. It's sold out, chat. Oh, it's a nightmare. It's sold out. No more. Can't do it any longer. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit order. I'm going to get myself... I'm gonna order my food, and I'm going to see when it arrives, chat. Whew. So, if you're curious, they make delivery... Or do I deliver food? Isn't your favorite fried chicken place that have different menu, you said a couple of streams again? My favorite fried chicken place that has a different menu? Oh, tell me. I wish you could tell me what I was thinking when I said that to you. Get a salad. It shouldn't kill you over there. Weirdly, you can't get a salad at 10:16. All the good salad places cater to, like, office people. So the moment the offices are closed, they're closed, which is a little bit frustrating. You know, sometimes I do want a 10 p.m. salad. Yo, I went to Jollibee and the spaghetti was sold out. How even? This was at lunchtime. Yeah, that's like going to McDonald's and them saying, we don't have any fries or buns or anything, actually. But we can serve you a pile of matter. You know, I think I'm gonna not order food, chat. I'm gonna eat what I vaguely have. I need something like chat. What do you ever feel like what I crave is carbs, and then I eat carbs and I'm like, I wish I'd eaten something with more nourishment. I'm kind of fish and chips. Should I've never actually I ordered fish and chips, chat. Do you want to hear my story? Okay, we're here at this point. Stream's basically over. You're in the post stream now. Therefore, there's no expectations we do anything. Okay, chat. We have killed a lot of people, and now Plantrum gets the last flower of the day. Okay, so now we're in the post stream. Hello, it was really good to see everyone. Thank you for coming along to my live stream. Okay, everyone's gone. Post stream. Okay, I want to tell this story because it's the silliest thing. The only time I ever ordered fish and chips. Actually, I ordered it once for my non-British family. But I once vegan eggs and vegan ramen. You need like 2 boiled eggs and ramen. I would love some I might just want, well, Plantrum donated $5 twice. Oh no. Okay, Plantrum, here's a second flower. Yeah, get that. Look at that flower. This is way outside the graveyard. I haven't even killed someone for that one. Plantrum, if you donated $5 twice, do you just want a grave? Plantrum, we can work this out. Me and you, we can do this. Let me know. Do you think Chipotle is open this late? Can I have glowing on my sign, please? Last thing. No. That is too big of a request. You are too squeaky of a wheel. That is a big request. I'm gonna give Polly E an extra bit of love for the sign though. Okay, so we're gonna have to bring over some. I'll put that cobblestone away, and then I'll put these cobblestone stairs away. They're clearly not needed anymore. And then I'm going to go and grab some andesite, because I think that's really required. I do think I never got around to using the stone. I think I had, like, some big house in mind that I just haven't put together. Ooh. So sad I didn't survive to the end of the stream. Good to see you again, though, Clyde. I really love to see an old name. To be fair, they did as the yellow plus glowing tip as their second tip. Okay, you know what? Fine. Y-Star, I'm going to fix your problem. You're such a squeaky wheel. Plantrum asked for his last words are, wait, where's heaven? All I see is fire during his cremation. Okay, you know what? Y-Star, you be very glad that I have some very generous people around to fix my non-justified decisions. Because I was totally down to not do that. But apparently, that would have been wrong of me. Look at me, this is like having customer service representatives. Whereas I'm like, screw them. You know, like, I'm the person who puts in the company call script. I'm sorry, we have higher than expected call volume. Therefore, we're just not going to do anything that we expect. From, you know, you can't expect anything from us because we're busy. Also, we're busy all the time. Oh no. I'm one of those people who sees regulations as a challenge to get over, you know. But we have a very lovely team who are very, very nice. Can I get 1 block of deep slate for a tombstone? Oh no, I missed it. But I will still, Gerald K, I'll do better than a block of deep slate for you. I'll give you one of these. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? If you want a tombstone, I'll go double beautiful for you. And then the Y-Star. Oh, looks way better. Yeah, that you should have requested that to begin with. And then 1 for Polly E as well, as the biggest tipper of the stream. 100% customer satisfaction, except from the fact that you murdered me, says Y-Star. Our menu options may have changed. Yeah, I'm the man running the Jollibee being like, man, we make no money on spaghetti. Why don't we get rid of it so people have to buy the fried chicken instead? Also, I've got some good news, chat. If you are watching this live stream, you might enjoy a video that is coming out in soon. The next 45 minutes, we expect. Thank you for watching. I had a great time today. I'm glad we did this. So I am taking the next 2 weeks off streaming. And then I'm trying to work out how to come back to this in a way that is healthy and happy and fun. I do enjoy this too much to not do it, but I'm also kind of aware of the fact that, like, if I do it solely on, you know, when I feel like it, that's no good for all of you too. So I'm trying to find the better, healthier, more reasonable middle ground for that. I am also thinking, just to give you heads up on where my thoughts are at. I don't know for sure, but I feel like it might be fun if I do have a big, like, not mausoleum, but like graveyard building plan. Something I've been wanting to do forever, because I really want to, you know, represent members better, you know. Also, this was 4. No, this is 5. I want there to be more silly reasons to become a channel member, because it's becoming a bigger and bigger part of the income stream. And so, by the way, thank you very much for the gifted members this stream. And so one of the ways I figured it might be fun to encourage that is to do, like, what if we have a big wall with every name of someone who is a member? It'd be annoying to update it, would be the pain. So it might have to be at one snapshot, one point in time. And then, chat, do you think, therefore, it's fairer to, like, announce that ahead of time? Or it's fairer to be like, nah, you get a nice benefit if you're a member. If you're not, screw you. Because that seems mean, but it's also like, oh yeah, but you don't want someone who becomes a member for 1 month just for the benefit, or do you? You don't. Their money spends all the same. But yeah, if you did tip today, just know I'll take that all the way to the grave. And if you want to see your grave, it will appear in the next update to Toycat's Let's Play. I can make no promises on when that will come out, because even once we start it, my creative world it's been 2 months and they haven't even looked at it, chat. You get like updates on the status. They've looked at my Hext update. That's a map that has, I think, like 5 downloads a month and like 10 players a year. It's wild. It's wild to me. But maybe just
Shall
me.
we have a grave for Stayberry? I can't think of anyone who hasn't got a grave yet, haha. +1 to the death count perhaps. Eyes emoji. Smiley face emoji.
Oh, I forgot a grave. Oh no. Okay, so Stayberry, you're welcome. Plantrum, thank you for not being crazy about this, because I deserve
I changed my mind. I don't want to die. Get me out. It's dark in here.
Jessup, I would love to add that to your sign, but I think it might be funnier if I don't. Okay, so real quick, Plantrum. Oh no, that's not where it goes. Plantrum, I'm sorting you out. I'm sorting you out good and proper. Okay, Plantrum. And then they had a really fun idea for it. I forgot what it was though. Plantrum, I forgot what you wanted on your sign. It was a $5 tip. His last words were... Wait. No, this isn't good. All I see is fire. It was cremation. Okay, that works. Thank you very much for watching today's live stream, chat. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a great stream. And I'm looking forward to hopefully doing... I think we should do, like, some stream soon. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed this one, because I'll see you soon. But, like, in a video. Me as a streamer is going to take a bit of a break. We're going to reconfigure this, work it all out. It's going to be fun. Thank you for coming along. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you around. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm going to eat something. Wait. Okay, Chantal says wait, so I'm going to wait. What are we waiting for? Stream's already ending? We've been going for 2.5 hours. Hey, Toycat, I was the guy that said, kill me in Minecraft, not real life. You broke my grave by accident because you put it on a tree, but cut down the tree. Oh, no! Cloudfan! Cloudfan. Good news, Cloudfan. We got people in our customer service department that are ready and willing to fix this. There you go. Cloud Fan 199 was mistaken for a tree. And this is the grave for your grave, because your real grave has been destroyed. Stupid. I'm sticking with it. Thank you. Do you like Lids and Pickaxe? I hope you like that. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, then glad that you're here. I don't need anything from you because I already have your money that I will take to my grave. Wait. Let me take that money to my grave.
Greetings from Indiana. Your world inspired me to start my own long-term
I was
world
leaving.
in April 2020 that I still play in. I built a giant chest too. It's an honor to be buried here.
Well, yeah, I guess we have to now, Red Panda Studios. We can't not be burying someone who met the requirements. Red Panda Studios. Born April 2020. Died April 2026. You know what? No. Died recently. There you go. That's good. Over time, your long-term survival world will grow older because recently changes. As we go further into the future, it'll be good. Anyway, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And thank you very much for watching. Because I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And I do thank all of you for coming out and watching. I'm glad that you were here because I hope that means that you enjoyed it. And thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching it because I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.
I'm surprised there's not a desert well grave.
Michelle, whoa! Why don't you have a grave? Where's your grave at? Why don't you have one? Why are you waiting till just now? What are we meant to do? We keep buying graves, the stream will never end. This is the worst grave. Why have you done this to yourself? Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Good night. I have to do something with food chat. I'm going to go work that out now. I'm so bad. I had 2.5 hours, and I used to make buying food a fun part of the stream. I think I'm too, on it to do that now. Or maybe the opposite of on it. Do you like my map barrel chat? Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, go check my video out. Watch it to the end at 0.25 speed or whatever. Oh, if you do want a video, if you want to support the channel, take the 4-hour Let's Play to fall asleep to. Watch it while you sleep. Or you don't necessarily have to be. Who's to say? And then that'll, if you have YouTube Premium, that helps out the channel even more. Anyway, thank you. And I'll see you around. Goodbye.